Hello.
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 Okay, there's all of you. I was waiting on
The
one of you.
internet.
I was waiting.
Theinternet.com.
Theinternet.com. What happened on theinternet.com?
And we're here. We're on it.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Who are you people?
Whoa, radical! I can look up my emails and even find a funny image that I could send to my mom.
Yes, I think I am. I love that guy. I love that. I love that man.
Check out
I've
those
talked to you guys
graphics.
about that man before. He's the man they put on the VHS of the Pokemon first movie, where they talk
oh my
about
god, yeah, fucking guy.
where they
oh
talk
my
about
god.
the Pokemon trading card game tournaments that happen, and he's just like, yes, I think I am. After it's like, are you ready to be a Pokemon master? It's great. It's wonderful. We've seen. I showed it to people on a stream. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful time. Maybe we'll show it off again one day, because I love him so much, and I wish Chet was like him.
She's disappointing you.
You were so
I
close
wish
to
the
that
nebulous canon that is Chet was like him. He could have been.
You could have been.
Maybe he still is. Who knows? That being said, we're playing Curse of the Quietmarch today. Our fantasy inspired unique world RP kind of thingy, where we learned that Santa is a hot elf babe. Or at least they were.
It's also called
So boobily breasted. Each one's called naughty and nice.
Yeah.
She boobed breastily across the world.
boobity, 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 boobity. Ah, boobity, boobity, boo.
Ah, boobity, 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 boobity,
Giving
boobity.
gifts
You need
from her
double
chest.
them on a reindeer.
Tiddly, tiddly, boobily, tiddly.
Diddly diddly boobly boobly.
So when they said that Sid had rosy red cheeks. Anyway. Hello, chat. What's
What about
going
it? No, you want me to rush off after you said that?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said that shit?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
Not like you wanna
Yes.
don't wanna explain to us, Fabio?
Nope.
I think Fabio's talking about their ass cheeks.
Oh my god. How could you, Fabio?
That's sexist.
Oh my god, how could you?
Well, I am a man in a fantasy setting.
We have plenty of time to be sexist. We've only just started.
There are starving children in Africa that could have seen those cheeks.
You're right. I'll get art made.
Why would you want art of starving children in Africa seeing cheeks?
No, I'll get art made of those rosy cheeks, is what I'm saying.
Hey, yo.
Well, that's
Heyo.
a lot more sensible.
Apparently there's a very affordable somewhat looty artist that I recently got shown to that does a lot of art for some peeps that I know. So like I'm maybe I actually will. That being said, I find it very hard to talk to new artists at all ever.
Hard.
So probably not, but we'll see. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see.
Not.
We're gonna jump in to the room now. Hiya. I said hiya, and we're there. That's what happened. I sort of like jumped into the air, and I kind of kicked like the room over here into
I like
us.
to imagine
Oh,
you
of course.
physically jumped and it did that clock wipe you see in old transitions.
Oh yeah, that's basically what
And
happened.
You did that with your arms.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. You're right. I love how you have all these like little places, and like you've been drawing on them, and then like you bring another one into the center.
Yeah, but because I don't want it to be at like the edge.
Do you
I'm drawing.
do you want me to give you one of these to put the ones that you've used into? Just put in there.
No.
It would make things a lot easier for you. That'd be
I
more
didn't
room.
make this one. This was foam. Well, that made this one.
Well, I'm gonna put it in there anyway.
Get wrecked.
I made this one.
Put that one in there. There we go.
And I liked this one, but no one did, so just bury it.
We liked it.
Hey, rosy cheeks.
No, you did.
I like this one, but nobody else liked it. But I liked it.
Everyone, but we liked it.
Alright. Thank you for burying it.
You
I
all
guess
hate it because I like it.
I guess as a reward for giving me the bag, I'll do the recap this time.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do it for us.
Yes.
You're gonna tell us what happened last time on Frog Island.
Yes, and this is all gonna be improvised, not written down.
Okay, that's I would also say it like that.
Yes. So, welcome everyone to Kotka Session A. Last time was Kotka Session 1.
Kotka?
Yeah, COTQ.
Oh, I would take the T out and just call it cock.
Personally, I'd get rid of the O and the T and be like, crap.
Like crabby, yeah.
Anyway, after Phobal decided squares are too good for him, we go back to the witch's domain.
That's right.
2/3 of us introduced ourselves, showing me no harm. So Cavelli starts out aggressive. She has little trust in her heart and speaks of her Link's Awakening file name.
What are you laughing at so fucking
What's
hard?
wrong? Are you not enjoying my improv?
Oh, I love your improv. I
You forgot you put a meme in here, didn't you?
It's a good one. It's a good meme.
What meme? I didn't have a meme.
Where's the other one at? There was another one
You
that
only
got put in
imported
here.
one.
Where's it at?
You were just looking at it. That's the
No,
only one we have.
where'd the other one go? The other one that was put into the chat. I'm trying to find it. I want it.
Should just be up in the chat.
That's what I'm
It
doing. I'm
shouldn't be that
scrolling. I
far
can't
back.
find it. It's
What are you gonna find?
Isn't there?
It's
Which chat? Our chat? I found it. All right, good. Keep going. Sorry.
okay.
All right.
I'm taking it. I'm gonna put
So-
it in.
Avio finds out something shocking about this witch.
Whoa!
This is the Dark Witch of Yule we've been looking for. I mean, the others figured it out earlier, but yeah, to defend Fabio here, assuming is an arrogant trait that is not deserving of angel wings. So Fabio's in the right.
Yay.
Yay!
Though we were warned of the witch's dangers, she seemed friendly enough. She
There we
even
go.
offered us exotic foods out of this world. They called it a hot dog. Do not be fooled though, they are not made of dogs. Much to dismay of this witch who has been a fan of Law's World's dogs.
They're a big fan. They have
Exactly.
they have all these memes of dogs throughout their house.
Small but spicy.
They're made of glucus and pork? What animals are those, right?
That's crazy.
Being the second friendliest of us, takes interest in her hobbies and talks to her about her dog fascination. She hurriedly looks for an album while dropping a bag. Now, as mistrusting as Cavelli was of this witch, even heard stories of how one's name should not be given so easily to a spellcaster. She unfortunately has no experience with the magically enhanced, and seeing a dropped bag on the floor, she only saw a bag and not the obvious trap it truly was.
She honestly
Dude,
thought it'd be Fabio.
Yeah. Fabio and Law end up very Inconvenient, says Cavelli disappeared. I mean, they care, but like, she kinda did it to herself. Hope she's not dead, though.
What if you die and we're just like, well, that's it. All right.
Yeah, no, like, Allah was just like, is she dead? It was really funny.
You laughed.
The witch returned, figuring that the chap would be used, but got the wrong perk. Cavelli did not in fact disappear, but became small and held inside with a bag. The witch makes her demands, and they are very strict. Tell me your name. Of course, Cavelli knows she's in no position to fight this, but she's also stubborn, so she fights anyway. Gives the rest time to see her dog Folio. During this, Cavelli exhausts herself out and then reveals her name. After everyone has finally been introduced, sorry, I stutter my words when I improvise, you see. Fabio reveals why we were sent here. The law is revealed about this world and its politics. The important information for us was as follows. Law's goddess may be a moon goddess. The king has a temper that we may have to be careful with. There's a dragon that people fear around these parts, but they are migrated at the moment, little too many know. The dragon is alone in these parts because there's a power to seal it, such as our bag. The bag is a powerful seal that would have been used to get rid of the witch even if we were to fail. Quick pause, we have a hot dog break to think about the information we were given. Unfortunately, Law's allergic, and Cavelli swallowed the dog and chewed on the hot. Anyway.
That's why you wanted to play that. Because you deep-throated a hot dog. Got it.
I was thinking Law's allergies, but that too. Actually, the swallowing the hot dog makes more sense, actually. Anyway. Back to the information. Oh, I cracked my voice. Finally, my second puberty began. Anyway, there's a terrifying island of monsters and lightning to the northwest. There was someone the witch knows in the Quietmarch that may not be willing to help us, but we can attempt to convince them. There are doors at the temple we may enter in the future, and the Cloud Academy holds another entrance to the Quietmarch. This interests us.
All of these little squares on the board, all of these are entrances to the Quietmarch that are known at least by the witch.
At this point, we decide maybe Cloud Academy is the best one at this point. And because Fabio is so incapable of lying that he's making Luffy blush, we get the witch to destroy the bag in a way that Fabio can tell the truth without us getting in trouble. The witch gives us a blessing to help us out, and we also take her off for to sleep the night. Two of us sleep on beds. One of us, not saying any names, decides to sleep on the floor because of her trust issues. During this night, Law looks outside. They go to the waters.
Wait, let me make it nighttime.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. They go to the waters. Would it be true that their goddess, the moon goddess? Well, might as well try. Law calls out, and surprisingly, she calls back. We have a nice conversation, and he was even called cute, which, you know, that was adorable.
They had a conversation. They weren't on a date. What is wrong with you?
I mean, it's pretty romantic. Like, look at
yeah.
look at the area. Like crystal clear water, the moonlight.
I understand there's a slight power dynamic there, but you know.
I mean, you are a lawyer, and that does suck for anybody who you're dating.
Yeah. This made me like immediately like a worse person in there. Yeah.
Well, you are a lawyer, so
Like, it's very clear you make more money than her.
yeah, you do.
It's true. It's true.
Now, during this conversation, Law learns of a name for the powerful mage in Cloud Academy. Well, that name probably means nothing, of course. During this night, Alvio goes to the witch and tries to learn a bit more about themselves, wanting to know about their bloodline and such. However, this is not of her power. She directs him to either a druid or someone with dark magic that specifically works in blood. It's not much, but at least it's a direction. But even if Fabio doesn't learn much about himself, he learns a bit about her. She talks a bit about her origin and how her name and how she became the Dark Witch Yule. As her name implies, there was a Christmas feel to her. She gave gifts and such in the past. People changed, however, and she separated from this past, especially seeing how many of the families changed. We wake up and eat rocks. Sorry, cereal.
So true.
We then confirm, pretty much, yeah, let's go to Cloud Academy. Cavelli's like, yeah, I don't even think we're getting a reward, but I think it's the best thing to do to just do all this. Law then reveals the name from their vision, and the witch is shocked, because this is a dead name. What, they're trans? No, they're dead. At least they were supposed to be.
Oh, let me make it not night anymore. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and
It's
fix
morning
that.
now.
It's supposed to be breakfast.
We're eating rocks.
Yeah.
The witch gives Law a boon to help in a desperate situation that the Mimic Bag eats. We mentioned the bribe we were supposed to give, believes that the witch is interested in. She then gives us a snow
Alright.
button to bribe the academy with. We start to leave, and before we can plan an excuse, the leaves disappear and our ride noticed this right away. So, we now continue, or we have to figure out a fucking excuse of what happened that won't get us, you know, founded outed.
That was very good. That was very beautiful. Thank you very much for your recap. I did forget to give Law a Kobold gem leaf because they do have one of those. That is a thing that they have.
Oh, who's playing Skibidi Toilet?
No one.
Leaf.
No one's playing Skibidi Toilet. We're safe.
From
Sorry about the bag. I'm gonna close this bag. Okay, I did it. I did a good job.
One spell cast. At least that's what you believe that these things do. They give you a spell
Of
cast.
course.
There
Thank
you
you.
You know what? You can put it here.
You're
It's in your shoulder.
Because right now,
I keep it in my
thinking-
left shoulder.
I like to think of it as like a cast, like for healing and all that, and
You know
there's
what?
just spells on it.
There you go. It's in your briefcase.
I can always put it in my pocket where I keep my pens.
You're right. It's like there, but it actually is
Yeah.
taking up that space.
Oh,
but it's like
speaking
there.
of pens, here you go.
Pocket.
Nice job. Nice
Hey.
job. Cavelli.
Yeah.
Because you did that, I will give you 2 spellations. There you go.
Hooray.
You still haven't changed the color of these, but that's fine. It's
No,
it's
don't.
on you. I didn't do it.
Thank you. It's in memory.
It's in memory.
Yeah. I miss her.
It's okay. I was sure to save the color before I did it. But yes, thank you very much. While the recap was going on, we got a bunch of the bag kept getting a bunch of bits, so I just kept on putting little hearts next to the bag. You got the one thing I will say about the recap. You guys never saw the bag get destroyed. It is still there, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what's going on with the bag? The bag may or may not have been given $7 whole. So At least that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah, don't
assuming. It's like
worry.
it's less than $700. It's more like 700 bits, but it's there.
It's at least $1, I think,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Especially if you buy it on mobile. Don't buy it on mobile. Anyway, don't buy bits in general, to be honest with you, Zach. But like, if you already have them, go right ahead. But like Twitch and bits are they're kind of harsh. kind of harsh.
They're kind of tough on the margins.
I think it's like 50% like extra if you buy it like on like mobile as well. Like, it's crazy. It's actually
Yeah,
insane.
they do discount a whole bunch if you do it on the app.
Discount.
The other way around, they up count.
Yeah, they up count. They're like, hey, you like using our app? Give us more money.
They up count it
Actually,
because
insane.
of iOS transaction fees,
That is
baby.
so fucking insane. Either way, we are here. You guys have made your way back toward your driver, whom I believe he said his name and I forgot it.
Hall?
Huh?
Isn't it like Hall?
Well, there you go. I don't want to look in my notes, so his name's Hall.
All right, cool.
There. That's what you said, right?
I thought it was Hall, like hauling. I thought it was like.
Oh, like Hall. No, it's Hal. It's Hall. Hold
Hal.
on.
Hal?
Hold on.
Little
Can I put like a
Hal?
little? Can I put like a little thing like the?
Wool?
There we go.
L.
Hall.
Hall?
It's perfect.
I don't know enough about phonetics to make sure if that's correct.
That's
so
how
yeah.
that's how it works. But yes, you guys have made your way back. Hall had essentially exclaimed that the leaves have gone missing. A thief had absconded with them. They were right there with them inside the party carriage, the parage, if you will. And then they disappeared while the parage was sealed up, and he's like, I don't understand, everything's crazy. He jumped out exclaiming about being robbed whenever you guys came into view. As he looks over towards you, I don't know where they went. I didn't do it.
All right, calm down. Okay, breathe. In.
What?
Doesn't seem to be
And-
pretty.
Out.
Ah!
Oh, no, not like that. That was a moan. Let's try this again. Breathe in.
So you have to breathe slowly. Yep. Okay.
Breathe out.
Ah!
That's still a moan. What is this? Are we having sex?
You have to.
Calm
You have to.
yourself.
Don't.
Let's do this again.
You
We
have
don't
to do
have
it
time.
slowly,
I
right?
can't give you all your is it a bribe or is it a present? I can't give it to
Listen.
you.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Listen. All right.
Yeah.
I think I saw the thief, and unfortunately, they went in there. We won't be seeing those leaves again.
You saw the thief?
Yeah, they ran off right into the mist. Is the mist still there?
Nope.
Start sweating. Oh no, the mist has disappeared. I guess so have they.
Oh my fucking god.
He looks past you toward the mist, looks to you guys. But what of your quest? What happened? Have you
We went in there.
did you find them?
Oh, that's why the thief, probably long gone by now, was a maze where we couldn't find anything. And we realized that if we continued, we'd only be going on a fool's errand.
I see, and now that the mist is gone, you can return in.
But without the bribe, we can't do anything.
Exactly. That thief might have changed everything. All right, guys, let's huddle. I have an idea.
What is huddle?
I think that we just
You
need
wait over
to.
there, okay?
Uh,
Wait over there.
okay.
And discuss what we're gonna do
I
next.
suppose that we're huddling now. Okay.
Tunnels with wings. Blocks complete view.
Also, I just realized, I think that this version of, you guys can't hear it because I haven't got Yome button here, but I think this version of the Farin Woods theme has the text box sound from the game. So like I just heard the like somebody skipping through the text box. And I think that's very funny. Anyway, do your huddle.
Okay, first of all, why'd the mist disappear? I was gonna.
Okay, it's first of all, I thought we were going to just be very upfront, but also not say a lot. Why did we just lie about that?
Wait, we were going to be up front?
I believe that we had agreed that we'd be a little upfront, but not too much.
Ah, shit. Sorry. Instinct. Oh, shit. I fucked this up. Okay, let's just remember everything I said. Well, remember that. And for now, let's just pretend we huddled and determined the Cloud Academy now, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought we were doing the lie thing.
You kind of took over for the whole thing, and I didn't know what to do.
Because I knew you weren't good at lying, and neither are you.
You went really quickly into that.
Did you hear it? It was right there. There it is.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's the text sound. It's the text sound from the thing. Anyway, sorry. Keep going. There it is.
Look, sometimes you gotta jump to survive in this world, okay? I'll admit, this is my fault, okay? You know what? You can have my hot dogs, and you can have your pen back.
Oh, you can have the shovel so you can keep digging.
Alright, we're just gonna say this huddle has been us determining we're going to go to Cloud Academy, because that'd be the easiest right now. Because we lost leaves.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright. A break.
And break.
Yeah. With everything that just happened, it's not your fault, by the way. But I think going to Cloud Academy would probably be better for us right now.
The Cloud Breach, the Tower of Cloud Breach. Yes, we can definitely change our position. But are you sure?
Yeah.
Would you?
Well, I mean, what else can we do now that the leaves are gone? You know.
But you did not leave with any of the bribe for the academy either. Would you like to return to the capital and obtain the money?
Well, we couldn't find the witch, but Law here found an ancient relic.
I go and bring out the button.
They look at the button, which again, I would like to remind people, it looks exactly like this.
It says snow.
Whenever you see it, it is literally just a square with a button on it, and it is in Law's possession.
I know it does not look that impressive from looking at it now, but
It looks decently impressive. What is that?
Well, it could be ancient. It could be modern, and there was another thief that tried to get away with this. And we
it creates snow very slowly.
A snowfall.
Mhm.
I see.
It creates the necessary conditions for it to snow.
Interesting. That is a powerful magical artifact. Is that something that you believe the tower will take instead?
From what these two have told me, them being mages, they might find interest in something like this.
I was told by the councilman as well as by the king that if I were to take you to the academy, that well, it is a difficult journey, but it is not one that is without promise. We are to make our way down to the foothills of the main Quietmarch entrance over by the mountains over on the east. Once we get there, we can resupply. I can send word that we have changed our destination, and then we can immediately make our way. It should not take longer than a few days.
That sounds good. Do we need to huddle again, or are we all
Oh, I believe that we're all in.
Sounds good to me.
About this, yes.
Right. Well, if there's anything you wish to know about the upcoming areas, I could very well tell you. I'm still rather new to all of this, but I'm at your disposal if there's anything you might need. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm much more comfortable taking you to the academy than staying around this forest any longer.
Of course. We did find some rations there, so do you know how to make these? She takes out the hot dogs.
I've never seen that before in my life.
It's just a meat that is you can just put it over heat and it will work.
That
Fire source.
I
So-
see. Well, we should be able to easily make something similar for that. Yes.
Alright, good. Let's go.
You guys make your way back over toward the parage. As the
Yes.
three of you get yourselves into said parage. We have a representation of a carriage back here. We use it all the time and other things, but it's right here. We love it. It's great.
Wow, look at the parage.
Nice parage.
No,
This is not entirely what the parage would actually look like. The parage has its own little quirks that it has with it, such as one of them being the fact that it literally has like shutters on the windows, like what was shown whenever.
This is kind of like a Vengabus situation. It's kind of weird.
It's crazy. He's
Oh,
a
shit,
crazy
there's
little thing.
hexagons.
There are hexagons. Let's get rid of those. But yes, whenever you guys make your way into the parage, you guys do find that the driver does seem to get to their spot. You guys note on the way that you had made your way here before, he did not make his way into the actual back of the parage. He has mostly stayed in the front. He didn't have any conversation with you unless you guys had stopped for the nights or anything, so you're decently sure that he can't hear you on the other side. And seeing as he thought it was, imperative for him to stay in the entire time you were in the forest, you feel like the area that you guys are in is relatively safe. That being said, as you guys get brought into the parage once more, you guys are alone. And you guys are about to set off. If you guys need to ask him anything or do anything with him, with the driver, now would be the time. But he seems to think it would take you guys most likely a few days to get to the actual academy itself. But you guys will be stopping off at a village at the bottom of the main entrance into the Quietmarch, which would be around here, even though you guys don't have a map any longer, at least a map from the magical witch lady. It'd be this town. Wham. That one.
That one.
That one.
Oh, right there.
Speaking of which, this place is a frog. We love it. Now I'm getting rid of all the red. I did it. It's all gone.
Like a part of my soul just left me. What am I here for?
What is my purpose?
As you guys have this going on, is there anything you'd like to ask of them before you leave?
I'm just reading a little bit. Okay.
I'm gonna round
Good
up, but I'm
ask.
gonna say
Do you want to
9.
try one of these?
One of what?
I want to see if he wants a hot dog.
At the moment, you guys have not
Raw.
stayed to a position where you could cook those.
That's a raw dog, girl.
You want a raw dog with your driver? Is that what I'm hearing?
starts chewing on a raw dog herself. What?
Oh, you're chewing on them now. Okay. I'm
Roll
playing.
for indigestion.
I'm playing.
Hey, I'm a hyena. I'm a scavenger. Okay.
That is true because you're a hyena.
Also, I mean, I've just opened up a hot dog thing before and just took one of those. You don't have, they're not, it's a suggestion.
You don't have to cook them.
You don't, you technically don't. It's
The
recommended.
meat's already prepared.
It's recommended, but it is a processed food, and sometimes you just are hungry enough that you slap that between a piece of bread and then you're done. You're like, I can't wait fucking 3 minutes. Fuck this. I've done that whenever I was camping. You guys aren't camping though. You're doing the opposite of camping. You're gonna be going toward a city, so you don't have to camp. So, anybody else wanna say anything other than offering hot dogs? He will politely refuse the hot dog. No, thank you. I should be fine.
Are there any customs that we should be aware of going into the Cloud Reach?
The Cloud Reach. I haven't been to the Cloud Reach myself in quite a long while, and I've never been allowed inside of it. The main thing that I believe I was told by the councilman as well as the king was that if you did make your way in that direction, to be sure to remind you that whenever you are to make your conscription, which I do have the papers here in case you did decide to make your way, you are to give this to one of the higher-ups in the Cloudreach Academy. You are not to give it to any of the guards, any of the Templars, or any of the others which are there. You need to take it to one of the High Magisters that is around. It is their eyes only.
Why?
Apparently it is their eyes only. They would also be one of the only ones that would, I think, be able to bring you toward the one you seek.
Uh-huh.
I see.
I don't know
Thank you
much
very
else about it. That being said, since it is a conscription order from the king, even though the academies and the towers that be around the world do not hail to any king or any of the such, they are still within the lands of His Majesty. So I'm sure that they would be well enough able to hand off a single person, especially after you give them your gift. As for any customs you may need to understand, I do not believe there is any. The one thing that you might need to know, Mr. Law, that the others potentially would already know, a lot of the time, whenever common families and things of the like would have children, any child that has been shown to have the gift of magic or magic inside of them, there is usually an idea of if they do plan to do anything with that power, they go to the academy. That is why it is basically a city unto itself. There are quite a lot of children and those who are growing up in the academy. Not only that, essentially those that have magical potential are usually brought there at quite an early age, though it is not uncommon for anybody even of your age, Mr. Law, to make your way there if you ever wish to. Most likely the teachers there would try to get you to stay. That being said, most likely it would not be for any long amount of time. A few years at most, and from what I understand of His Majesty, that would be little more than a blink to them. I believe that whenever they had set me out on this journey, he goes through a lot of the papers that he has. We have a limit of around 25 years to return.
A limit of 25 years.
Yes, I believe that is the time that His Majesty believes that we would be in a good position to return. I believe this is how long he expects. I believe this is how long he expects things to continue at the same pace they are now. Any more than that, and it may be a little bit detrimental to the coffers that the kingdom has.
Uh-huh.
I expect we will be back in just a few days. But if you did plan to stay at the academy for any long amount of time to test your magics or to rein in the abilities that you do have as a priest, I don't believe the king would be upset.
Understood.
I do not understand myself exactly the amount of time the king has. They show themselves to be perhaps slightly younger than middle-aged for an elf, though they have lived far longer
suppose
than
your elves were very long living.
they have lived far longer than any of the elves that currently exist, my family included. My grandfather was around around 300 when he had died, and he was a rather long-lived elf himself. The king has a far longer reach than we have, though we have about 5 or so times what the average human would have. Wieldmen, sorry. Wieldmen or crownsmen. Crownsmen usually live slightly longer. They have kept themselves in major cities. The wieldmen, as I'm sure you could attest to, most likely live in very harsh climates, and they go off into a lot of more dangerous places. It is shown, I believe there is a difference of 30 to 40 years even between an average crownsman and wieldman's lifespan.
Apologies about that. As you're like, as he's like talking, he's also writing down his magical little notebook thing.
The average wieldman basically would live to around like their 40s. A lot of them die around that time because of the harsh conditions that they live in. They fuck around and find out quite a lot. And this is mostly for wieldmen, like inside of wieldmen, like towns and tribes and stuff.
In the middle of fuck off.
Yeah, I'm
nowhere.
not just gonna drop dead at 40.
Whereas someone like Fabio, because he lives on a farmstead, would most likely have lived to around them if they basically kept their head down, probably around their 60s. The average crownsman would have around an average human lifespan. They would have around their 80s. That would be around the time they would be in their late stages of life, but there has been known to be some that live longer and many that live shorter than that.
Technically speaking, Fabio might live longer because of his celestial blood, but
or
he
might live shorter.
That's true or not, or shorter.
I mean, like you will be old at 40. You don't know.
I don't feel old yet.
You could be old right now.
She was like aged like Indiana Jones and turned to dust.
You could die tomorrow.
I mean, that is true. You can always die.
Ages. Oh no.
You can always die.
As for any of the Millen folk, obviously different ages depending on the different kind of Millen folk that are there. They don't have any average age. That being said, I believe that given the fact that we have quite a long time that we have to complete our quest, it shouldn't be too difficult to make our way there and plead with whatever we need. And if your gift does not suffice, we could return to the capital within that given time.
25 years, we have plenty of time to go back there, yeah.
That being said, they look toward the horse, and then they look back toward all of you. Shall we make our way? Does anyone have any other questions?
Sure, you don't want a hot dog?
You need to stop offering raw hot dogs.
Please, Cavelli.
All right, we'll head off then. You guys start to make your part of the journey.
We're moving, baby! Woo!
Looks to it. Want some sashimi?
That's not how you spell it. I also am terrified of the idea of hot dog sashimi.
As you guys would start to make your way off, you would find yourselves going into what appears to be a nice little valley between the two large mountain ranges that are off to the sides. One of which is just a simple large mountain that you feel like you could probably go around to make your way back into the marsh if you'd like, though who knows how much success you would have if you need to do so. There is a small farmstead to the south of all of you, but it does not seem like the driver is wanting to stay too close to the southern mountains. You guys were told that nobody really knows where the dragon currently is, so it looks like his orders have been to basically avoid any of the southern mountains or any of the northern mountains. For that being said, you guys know the flight path is something like something like that. But at the moment, you guys seem to be sticking primarily to the area up in this way. Upon moving, is there anything you guys would like to go over while you guys are by yourselves?
Oh, you guys worried?
In which way? I mean, last time that we walked in there, you said that you were ready to die, so I don't know what you're worried now.
Like at the tower place. You worried about it?
I mean, a little, I suppose. They're mages, right? If it's just them doing an academy, as it seems that it would be, then I think there would be little to worry about.
What's great is you're going to be presented as a stranger, and you are strangers, so
Yeah, I am a stranger.
Yeah, you get to play the part. No, you two aren't great at lying, so it's good you'll be able to tell the truth with that one.
You know, we're all strangers, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like a stranger to this world, so if they start talking about King Suckadick and you're like, who's that?
I don't think that's his name.
I'm saying, like, I'm not talking about our king. I'm talking about, like, a king in a foreign land called King Suckadick in there, or, like, King Nipple Twist or whatever. Then if you're like, I don't know who that is, you could actually mean it and, like, not ruin wizarding or whatever with history books and all that.
Yeah, it would be a good way to get a lecture, but I suppose that what you're saying is that we wouldn't have to worry about being too out of place, or at least I wouldn't. Then, I mean, I suppose that would be true for you as well. But I suppose I do find it strange that only magisters seem to be able to. Well, after we talked about that person, I suppose that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep, your driver did not tell you anything of the person. They just told you that only a high magister would be able to go and collect them for you, to go to see them for you. He did not seem to know exactly who you guys are going after. But yes, now that you guys have an idea of who you're going after, it sort of makes sense.
It's a little weird, but I guess if we were like hiding a child from the king, even though it's not being hidden, it's a little strange, but I suppose we could manage it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, thank you, fake person, for the $60.
Oh my God, $60
for the new fake card for law.
Oh
wow! Yeah, baby, I have isekai inheritance, baby.
Isekai inheritance.
Oh baby, oh baby,
oh baby, oh baby, oh baby,
oh baby, Rocco.
What's the other one? What's her name? Mrs. something.
Mrs. Florence? Mrs.
That Rocco's talking to in that scene.
I don't think we're very good at this one.
Because like they were a main character in the show.
Yeah, they were another character.
It was the frog lady. It was the frog wife lady.
Oh, Rocco.
Yeah, that one. Anyway, thank you very much. Much appreciated. We have the thing we have the thing to potentially be the used. I would also like to remind the three of you, because it is something that is on my brain. You are still within the time allotted to change up your stats if you guys ever need to. You have until next game to solidify exactly what your stats are going to be. So as long as you just tell me, as long as you guys just tell me that you want to change things, we can definitely change things around if you ever wish.
Of course, Captain Sir. We'd never switch our stats except when we need it to.
It's just if they feel off to you, you can switch things around if you'd like.
Yeah.
Of course.
Anyway, continue your spooky talk.
It's not quite spooky. I believe it's quite normal.
Your spooky normal talk.
That was the dark of the night, right? And then there were ghosts and goblins, as usual, but something was off.
Do
This
you actually
time.
have ghosts here? Goblins?
Yeah, the ghosts. We all know them.
Yeah, you have you have undead. There are necromancers. You mentioned that whenever you were in jail with them.
And we all know the necromancers. We all know the ghosts.
Of course, the necromancers.
But there was something
They romance your neck.
something
Oh,
different. We call this creature a mosquito.
Of
That's the end
course.
the
What's
story.
that's it? They don't have.
Mosquitoes are very terrifying in this world.
Very-
They carry diseases.
Oh no, we have those too, and they also carry diseases.
And be more
Oh, we
scared.
have those.
Anyway, let's
Anyway,
back on track.
Stop doing that. Stop doing whatever you think you're doing.
the fact of the matter is, we'll likely not. We really probably should never speak of the name of the person that we know now.
Yeah, judging the reaction the first time, I wouldn't recommend it. No.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, we would be walking in there, and I mean, would they be able to find the person that we need to find? I mean, I suppose if the king had sent us there, they would they know? We're talking
I would
about?
assume the magisters must know then. I'd know probably few other people would know who they are.
It would make sense if they were trying to, you know, summon this person. So, I suppose we just do as that. We just hope that they know exactly who it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be some hope, but there's also gonna be some snooping. So
You guys find that the carriage stops.
oh, shit.
As it does,
Aggressive
you. What was that?
Aggressive mode. Is it bandits, thieves, goblins, ghosts?
As it stops, you guys do hear from the front as they stand off to the side of the area. Excuse me, sirs and madam. There's a bit of a problem on the road.
I'll
Is
deal
that so?
with it. Takes claws out, charges out, gets ready to attack.
You jump out of you jump out of the you jump out of the carriage, ready to attack.
Okay, there she goes.
As you jump from the carriage ready to attack Cavelli, you see in front of you what appears to be the dastardly person that you have met in front of you. You see a person. Oh wait, no, not that one. It's supposed to be that one. No. There are three people that dress similarly.
Oh, hang on. Try to squeeze the wings through the door. Hang on. It takes me a moment every time.
And again, they were all sized to the king, which is why they're all fucking crazy tall at the moment. As you guys step out, Cavelli, you brandish your claws over toward what appears to be a woman who gets surprised and jumps back like ah.
State why you're here. Are you here to rob us?
Well, we don't have to.
No,
Put 'em down.
no, of course I would never go after an imperial carriage.
That's right.
Come out.
Let's go back in.
I
Alright,
was
you take this one.
I was wondering what kind of people would be inside, but it seems that there are 3 adventurers inside. Not. I was hoping that there'd be knights or guards.
Were you looking for what, protection?
No, not really. Not for myself. I'm sorry. They look over toward your driver. What should I should.
What's the problem, ma'am?
Are the 3 of you adventurers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe it would be.
Well, there's a slight problem with the woods up ahead. And by slight problem, I mean I really could use the help of a squadron of guards or knights if possible. There's a dog.
Oh,
I'll deal with the dog.
Thank you.
Shing!
Thank you for dealing with the dog. Much appreciated. I'm gonna give you a fake card for that. No, I'm playing. But no. You find that as they ask this of you guys, you hear from the carriage. We shouldn't stop at the moment. We have things we need to be off and doing.
Hold on. What kind of problem you have?
I live in a village off to the south, and well, we've had problems with people being spirited away into the woods.
that's
Mostly
interesting.
mostly young boys and girls.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this. No. All right, sorry, we gotta take a stop here. We gotta take a stop.
Are you sure?
I think we have enough time.
You heard them, didn't you? Young boys and girls? Come on, where's your heart?
That could be dangerous, though.
Yeah, no shit. That's why she wants knights or adventurers. We're knights or adventurers.
We're not a full squadron of guards, but I suppose we could look into it.
We don't know exactly what's been going on, but for the past little while, the past few weeks, several young boys and girls from the village have been disappearing. We don't know exactly what's been going on, but every single time they do, we see that there have been a light leaving the village. From what we can tell, it may be a spirit or some kind of ghost or I don't know, something. And every single time it seems like it's making its way off toward the forest off to the east.
And no one's trying to profit off this, right? No one's come over to your town trying to say, hey, I'm the solution to your problem and ask for money?
We live in a relatively small town, but we've been a bit annexed as of late. Not a lot of people come and go whenever things are in flux as they are. Usually the adventurers go off into the northern mountains and they usually tell people whether or not the dragon has been seen or not. But since there's no one been going off and doing those kind of jobs lately, our village, nobody wants to make their way to it. So we haven't had too many off-site guards or noblemen or anyone making their way.
All right.
So
All
no
right,
one's
I
been
love-
making their way back and saying much of anything. There's been no bandits coming by saying that, oh, if you want your sons and daughters, you have to give us money or anything like that.
All right, that's good. That's good.
You said you saw a light.
It's I didn't see it personally, but some of the elders, they say that whenever they've been looking out into their windows and things at night, they see sometimes this large white light that seems to be making its way off to the woods. At the
Huddle up,
moment,
guys.
we're missing
Sorry.
around around five or so young boys and girls around an age of around 13 or 16, depending on obviously the different things going on. Most of them crownsmen like myself. I don't believe any of the elven children or any of the dwarven children or anybody else has been going. It's mostly just been crownsmen. I believe
Does
one
crownsmen
wieldsman kid.
Children?
Well, children, more like they're adolescent.
Pre-teenage, of course.
I definitely don't like the sound of that at all. I would love to go take on this mission.
Well, let's huddle up at least. I wanted to do the huddle up. Anything else before
You
we
love
do the
huddling
huddle
up.
There's not much else to be said. Well, there may be one other oddity.
Is that so?
We get a bunch of, I guess, around this time of year, we get a bunch of problems with that forest that usually happen, but we haven't had any of those happen in this year. A bunch of insects and mosquitoes make their way through the different rivers and woods that are often about, but we haven't had a lot of them recently. Like the occasional large insect or whatever would make their way, but we haven't had much of them around as of late. That's about it.
Well,
That's all that I've been able to find.
How large is the insect?
About yay big, I would assume. He holds up his hands.
Some of
God.
the ones that we have to worry about are the ones that go after the crops, and they're usually around this. They bring up a fist.
That's a big of course.
Well, that's pretty small compared to the other ones.
Yeah, bigger than that.
Oh, we're not dealing with them. So anyway, all right, we're gonna huddle up now. Give us a sec.
They do this. You can stay here.
It seems to be.
It's apparently a thing that Kaivelli likes.
The three of you huddle.
Good. This is the only way we could talk in private about the thing. So I'm thinking cult, but whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go scoop out, see if it's something we can handle, all that kind of stuff, right? Like, gotta think of the
It
children and all
sounds-
that.
I'm
We're kinda
curious about the
losing-
idea of a. It sounds like that's familiar enough to stories I've heard in my world.
Oh yeah?
I can't say it's a one-on-one, but stories of lights bringing people into the woods in danger, I believe we call them will-o'-the-wisps.
Interesting.
I'm still going with my cult idea, but that's a good second guess.
Kaivelli, if it were a cult, I think that there would be more people involved, more people disappearing at different times that they would have noticed.
Yeah,
If it
start
were, like,
slow
people-
and, like, you go for the young, you start slow, and then the young come back going, hey, I found this religion, and then they come back with, like, these fruit baskets or whatever cults do nowadays, and it's like, you know.
By the way, the
You have
forest
one
that they would
very-
be talking about would be this one.
Aha!
Probably is the will-o'-wisp, but I'm sticking my cult
I
idea.
don't know if that's what it is. I'm just saying what we call it in our world.
So I don't want to be weird when I say this, Kaivelli, but if it were cult things, I don't know if they would take the Crumbs and the Wildman children. I think it would be more likely the elven ones if it were like cult stuff.
Different cults have different leaders, and different leaders have different tastes. Come on now. Right.
Hmm.
Fuck this. If it's not a cult, then I'm gonna cook you hot dogs. If it is a cult, you're cooking me hot dogs. In fact, I'm not even gonna eat the raw hot dogs. Loser has to cook for the other. How's that?
I will say for
deal.
you, Fabio, Law wouldn't really have much of an understanding of your guys' limitations, and Kaivelli willfully seems to ignore them. you would know that if this is something of a cult, they most likely would have a decent amount of members if they're kidnapping people at this point with magics that are able to do things of that nature. You struggled fighting a boar.
I sure struggle fighting a boar.
We cannot fight a cult, man.
That's why I'm saying we measure up, see if it's something we can handle. I did say that part, right?
You did say that.
Probably.
Okay, just making sure, because
I believe you.
I just wanted to let Fabio know that, like, if this is something of that
Nicole, we should leave.
level, you might have some trouble.
If it is a cult, we might have some trouble though, because I struggled fighting that boar. I don't know how much you can actually handle between the three of us.
At that point, we'd let them know, and they know who. They have a better idea of who to get, like the heroes and all that. Or we could try killing the leader. If we see the leader, just
I would really appreciate if we did not begin antagonizing a cult before we went to do our other thing.
We don't know if it's cult stuff yet. We don't actually know.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, if we're doing it, can we remove that idea?
I'm just saying, hypothetically, if we get rid of the leader, then what cult is there, It's usually very leader-based, I just take my claws, go to the neck, go boop, 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 and then the cult goes, ah, shit, we don't have a leader.
I don't want to
Writes down, cults are weak to boop, boop, boop.
I don't think I'll write that
Either
down.
way, well, at least measure up what we're dealing with, and, at least let them know what kind of person they're going to be looking for, and give them all the information we have. Can't leave these children by, Though I'll admit a little bit, I did get a little put off hearing that there's teenagers. But,
we should just tell them we're going to. All right, Cavelli, I'm breaking the spell.
We should just scout it out and play it by ear then.
Teenagers.
Teenagers, the scariest thing.
The living shit out of it.
Teenagers, they eat the bugs.
You guys break your huddle. As you do, you would look over toward the area. You would find that Hall and the woman seem to be speaking over in the area way. You make your way back over toward them.
Wait, I've been aggressive. Okay, one of you guys say whatever. We just talked.
All right, okay, all right.
Aggressive, So it's just one of you talk.
Okay, all right.
Valley, please calm down. We don't need to freak anybody out here, please.
Play.
What do you mean? I'm trying to be kind here. I'm trying to be less aggressive.
We won't believe
You're
that.
Trying to be less aggressive. Now go over there.
You're still being aggressive.
We could scout it out. We could look at it.
If it isn't gonna put you out of anything, I don't know how dangerous it'll be. I don't know what I could go and. I was on my way right now to go and speak to the village over to the east. Hold on, I need to remember the name of it. Fuck, how do you say that? In 1 second. 1 second. I gotta get a Welsh translator real quick.
All right.
Okay, what is this
All right, hold on.
word?
Hold on.
Please.
Out of whisk.
Out of whisk. That is not how I would say that. I was making my way over to the town of Arfwigs. I was gonna try to see if the guild there would do anything, or if there was anyone around that I could speak with whenever I saw your carriage. Not only that, they're a lot closer to the main area of this whole thing. I was gonna see if they had any missing kids or anything similar.
Sounds like a good. Well, right. All right.
No, I mean that's fine. You can speak, Cavelli. You don't have to.
Okay. Probably a good idea.
If they're closer, then we might want to go check just to be sure.
You guys have the option at this point. You could make your way straight toward the forest and see what's going on there and see if you guys can figure anything out. or you guys can make your way to the city of Arswig, which is where you guys were going originally anyway, because that's where your driver wanted to resupply before making your way over toward the area. You guys can make your way there and ask around, see what's going on. It would take more time, by quite probably a lot, but you would be able to potentially learn more information.
Well, we can't steal all the children when we go from here to there, so.
We're gonna take them all. We're gonna get all the kids.
Also, has she been walking, or does she have her own like horse or something?
She has been walking.
Oh my god.
Which, from what you guys have just taken, the little trek you have here, this little white line, has taken you most of the day.
Veli's gonna look at her legs, see that they're probably like sore.
They've
All
most
right,
likely
so
been
here's
walking for a good, probably 2 to 3 days at this point.
Damn.
All
The
right.
power walker.
So you get back on the cart there. We're gonna go to the town. You're gonna come with us though. There's a few questions I want to ask you.
Of course, yeah, I can answer anything you need.
Yeah, but it has to be in the cart. You know what? While we're going there, you might as well join our ride, I guess, while you ask the questions. You know.
We are inviting you on the carriage while we're going to that town as well, since we seem to be also going there. Valley is just saying it in a lot more words.
Could I do one of those things that you all do?
You want to huddle?
A hot dog?
I would like to huddle. Yes.
Of
Okay.
course you
Come to the
Uh,
huddle.
that's-
Back in her pocket.
One moment, ma'am.
Is there trouble?
I'm not used to the huddle. It's very intimate.
It's very
very
great that
This
Fabio's
is where we
wings kind of cover all of us.
Like if I were to say like, Dan, her ass is way too fat. It's not too fat, by the way. It's
What are you
They
talking
have
Please,
they have
Cavalli,
rather
what's
nice
going on?
assets, yes. But what I was more meaning is that are we sure we want to trust this random passerby? There are people out there who are well, less than kind, and all of you're, I would say, yes, you are definitely would qualify as adventurers. You have a great priest with you, of course, but if this does have to attend with bandits or something of the like, you could be hurt.
Yeah, no shit.
I think it's a risk that we're willing to make at this
She's gonna
point.
be beside me, and if she tries to betray us, then I'm gonna slit her throat. Come on.
All right, I was told by His Majesty that if any of you did have any breaks of fancy to go off and hold on. He like goes into his pocket and pulls out a folded piece of parchment as he unfolds it. Any random acts of heroism or bouts of fancy that I should allow. I just wish to make sure that you understood.
An oddly specific thing to write, but I understand.
It's right there, isn't it? And this
Yeah,
is
it's just it says literally bouts of fancy, acts of heroism, or trips and tricks of lust.
Oh my god.
The last one.
He did not mention that one.
We're not doing tricks of lust, Fabio.
Please stop that guy, Valley.
I believe this is meant for if any of you wish to take any trips to any of the towns that have any famous nightlife or brothels of the such.
I'm not
Oh,
interested, but do you guys
course.
need it?
I think we're fine.
We're fine.
Of course,
All right, good. But we're
we
doing
do
the
have a
heroism
budget if
thing?
need.
It sounds like you need it more than us.
I know good towns that we could. We don't need to worry about that. He folds it up and puts it away.
You know what?
I'm imagining
Two acts of
throw that down
heroism.
for
One,
fun.
one, we're gonna help her unless she's a traitor, then we slit her throat. Two, we're gonna get you laid. Okay.
I suppose.
Obviously want it.
Anyway, let's focus on the current task.
He doesn't seem to be against that. No, he's fine.
God,
He's
let's
fine
get
with
him laid.
Anyway,
All right, come on.
that.
Sit with me.
if
How do
things-
we end these?
Sorry, we
And
just
break.
woke off. You just,
Oh,
you
all
just-
right.
yeah. maybe.
Huddle over.
All right, staying with me. I got the questions, of course. That is
Look-
why you're staying with me. Come on.
There we are. Of course. I'm coming. I'm on my way. You guys, get yourselves back in the carriage, the party carriage. As you take them, this woman into your party carriage, she looks off and around. It looks as if it is a little bit larger on the inside than it is on the outside. Maybe there's magic, maybe it's just feng shui, who knows? But as you guys make your way inside and they do go and sit around, you do notice that as they do sit, there is a look of relief that goes across their face. They most likely have not had chance to rest in quite a while. As they do look over almost immediately to Kaivelli. I can answer any questions you may have of me. I have nothing to hide or anything.
Yeah. Hold on. First. Hold on. All right, there we go. Just need the OST to change. All right.
But I also
Perhaps-
needed to make sure that the OST is on shuffle and not on smart shuffle.
Perhaps-
Smart.
There we go. It did
Smart
it.
to not go smart.
Perhaps we could start with your name?
Well, they look over toward the three of you. If you're truly wishing to help me, I don't see why I shouldn't.
You
Be able
don't
to-
need to give your name if you don't want to.
No, I'm Kyle.
Oh, you gave that name fast. All right. And my first question was actually going to be how old you were. Would you be of the adolescence or? later
No,
teens?
I'm not anything like that. They're like, oh, okay, hi. No,
Okay, are you a child?
I'm 24. I'm one of my my siblings was taken recently. They're one of the ones
Okay.
that were spirited away. Basically, the only other piece of family that I do have in the area. I was working at one of the farms. I don't own a farm myself or anything. I just was working there for a little while. The little while turned into a long while whenever we got word that we don't really didn't really have anywhere to go afterwards. You didn't need to know that part. My
No, I
brother,
understand it's a stressful time.
my brother, quite recently, I believe it was just a day or so before I made my way out, had gotten spirited away. He was one of the last ones that I knew of. There could be more after the last few days that I've made my way, but I've been keeping my eyes out. I've not seen any sparks of light or anything. I don't think that any more have happened since I've left, but basically they've been going after, at least from what I know, kids that have around 13 to 16. I believe the youngest was just going on their name day, so they were probably closer to 12, but they were into that
Name
age.
day?
That's whenever a cycle is through, the name day, you know.
Yeah, the name day.
We all know it.
Oh, right. Our friend here doesn't know about the name day.
You don't. Are you
Have mosquitoes, but not name day?
They are not from around here.
a name day is whenever you're given name after your birth. It could be within a week or so after you're born. It's a celebration of whenever you were given your name by whoever it was that would give it to you. Your family would give you your family name, or if you were near a church, you could be given a name by them. Those who are near the capital could even have their name given to them by the king. Things of that nature.
Oh, I think I know the confusion here. They were not named on that day, this year.
Basically, it's the anniversary of when you were named. I believe
So
looks
it'll be
over
sort of
toward
like a birthday.
whenever you're born. Kinda. It's close enough. I believe you can have up to a month before you have to have your name. I don't believe that there are many out there who miss their first name day.
You could definitely miss your birthday if you don't know it.
One thing about it, if you are a foreigner of some kind, one pleasant thing about your name day is that's actually the day that if you ever wish to, you could change your name at any given time. I believe every 10 or so you are allowed to have a new name for that cycle if you wish. I've had 2 names myself.
That's interesting. It's a lot more forgiving than it was in where I was from.
It's just for people who don't feel like they either live up to or like the name that was given to them. I named myself Kyle because that is the name of one of my older siblings that had unfortunately perished. They were an adventurer like all of the 3 of you, but then they got injured and eventually they passed. So I took on their name.
How is it pronounced? Kyle?
Kyle, yes. It is they will show you a written thing of it in all all of your languages, which law you would see translated to Ohioan.
Oh, my beautiful language.
Beautiful Ohioan.
As you see the name of the editor.
Did the letter shift, or is it like
It'll be
did
C-A-
you lost it like a subtitle?
It'll be CAEL.
Oh, I was thinking. Okay, I thought you were just saying Kyle weird.
Yeah, he got reversed. He's a guide. That was a backstory for that.
But as they show how their name is spelled, they then look back. That's basically me. Me and my brother, we lived in that village for a while. I was saving up so that I could maybe go and live in. Hold on, I need to know what that says again.
Arvwisk.
Arvwisk. We were maybe going to make our way to Arvwisk at some point. My brother was actually named in the capital. They were named during one of the festivals by one of the nobility there. So eventually, I planned on making my way there to maybe even see if that noble had remembered my brother and maybe be able to get him some school in there or something.
I was going to ask, because had your brother exhibited any strange behavior? Disappearing?
He's an odd one. Strange behavior. I'm gonna roll for them.
Keep hearing this, girl.
Strange behavior? It's a child. Everything they do is strange.
Doop-a-doop-doop. That is a 6. We're gonna roll one
I
more.
still don't know what a skibbity is. I know what a skibbity is.
He keeps
It's
saying
actually pretty good.
he keeps saying skibbity riz, and then he brings his hand up to his face where his cheek is, and he brings it down to his chin. It's like he puts it at his lips and then brings it down.
Oh.
You know, kids these days, I appreciate. Back in my day, we did twerking. I did not like that one.
Oh, I love twerking.
Back in my day, we did twerking.
Maybe your ass is too fat. I got the twerk.
It was so fun. Yo, good old classical twerking.
There was this monkey who really loved twerking.
That's an interesting name for it.
Anyway, they got a 17. That was pretty good.
Hey there.
Well, there is one thing that was a little bit odd that he'd mentioned at some point while I was working in the fields. He kept mentioning that he heard a woman.
A woman? What kind of speaking?
Well, I had only assumed it was because he was getting about that age, that he started thinking about him.
I suppose.
But he kept saying that he felt that there was a woman that was, um, not to say it, it's kind of weird. He kept saying that he kept on seeing her in his dreams.
A woman he'd seen in his dreams.
Like
It
I
wouldn't
said, I
have to
thought
be
that he was just having
really tall, would they?
really tall.
Woman?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see his dream.
Oh, if they were really tall, I think the person would be like, "Wow, that's a tall mommy," or whatever kids say nowadays.
I don't think it was our mother. He seemed more like he was enamored. It was a little cute. But I don't know anything. That's basically it.
He didn't mention like she was asking him of something or wanting him to go with her or anything like that.
He said that there was something with her. What was it? They were riding, I believe. In his dream, they were riding together. Like he was riding back, sort of how you would ride on a horse and someone would be on your back or behind you.
Kind of ride. Okay, I get it now. Sorry, I was just really concerned there that your brother would tell you that kind of dream.
Oh no! I didn't take it that way.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would be odd.
Yeah. That would be another oddity to be sure. Yeah.
I mean, I hope that he feels comfortable to tell me anything, but that's a little much.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I don't
know if I'm good for that kind of thing quite yet. I don't know if I have the experience to give him any sort of
So
advice
anyway,
on.
So she was either
This is
carrying him or
actually
you were riding a
extremely
horse?
important. I'm very happy that we talk like this. Anyway, what are you saying?
So she was carrying him?
I believe they were riding, probably riding similarly to how we were. I believe he said that he was riding with her. I was going to say on her, and then I stopped. They were riding like whenever we would ride horse, I would be in the front and he would be hugging on my back. Probably something similar.
Yeah. I haven't ridden a horse myself, but I've had the fantasy. Yeah.
That's strange.
So
Black Knight said, turns out the brother was bragging about his sex dream right before he disappeared.
Yeah, dude.
oh my god.
It's like that was completely unrelated. He was like, "Yeah, dude, I was riding all night long. Yeah, baby."
I don't understand,
Yes,
brother.
Your brother barges into your room. You would not believe the sex dream I just
That is insane.
Anyway.
All right, now that we all are normal.
We're so normal.
It's still quite strange, though. The dream of riding with a woman and then disappearing.
I don't remember anything else. I don't know if there's anything else from things before that I could tell you. To be honest, I had some other things on my mind at the time, but I wish that I would have listened more. Now especially.
You're giving us plenty. Don't nerd.
I
You're
have
listening.
well.
Just
Mm.
that dream may not be unrelated. Just saying that. I don't know much about this kind of stuff, but The fact that you gave us this much means that we're closer to finding the truth, right?
I'd hope so. There's actually one other problem at the moment.
What's up?
Well, it's not as important or anything, especially now, but, well, my boyfriend is, taking a long time to come back as well. He
Not
made it.
because they're an adolescent, right?
No, no, that isn't it.
Okay, good.
He made
good,
his
good.
way down into the Quietmarch recently. About a week or two ago. He made his way out with his adventuring buddies. And he was supposed to send word once he got to base camp that he was there, but I haven't got word back from him yet. I might have missed him in the past few days when I was walking, but I haven't seen any carrier or anyone go by. So that's also been on my mind, and it's probably why I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have been. And I regret it, and I'm gonna regret it forever if I don't do something.
You're not gonna regret it. You found us, and even if we can't give the direct solution, we're gonna make sure you have a solution, alright?
Thank you. I'm sorry I never got any of your names.
Don't apologize. Like, stop for a moment. Look at what you did. Walked all the way over here. Look at your legs. You can't hide how long you've been walking. You explained everything you knew, despite the fact that
I got a 17. I got pretty good there.
Got pretty damn good.
You gave us as much information as you could, and you're willing to risk that. Like, with me, if I was in the same situation, I'd be too prideful. I would be too late because I wouldn't have asked others, and that's something I had to learn the hard way, and you're not gonna learn that the hard way because you're gonna find people that are gonna help you, alright? We are the people that are gonna help you, and we're actually gonna be heading to the Quietmarch, so we might get 2 birds, 1 stone later. We might even be able to find your husband, so there's that.
Husband is it's a bit early for that. He's my boyfriend at the time, at the moment.
Oh, sorry. Boyfriend, right.
Yeah, he and my girlfriend are down in the Quietmarch at the moment.
What?
Yeah, my boyfriend and my girlfriend are down in the Quietmarch.
Oh, sure, you're
of
poly. I
course.
didn't know that.
It's like, damn, all right.
Love win.
Love wins.
That's if they were here, I'm sure that they would have immediately made their way over into the forest after my brother, but they had to go to try to get some more funds.
I see.
All right.
I'm
And
sorry, I'm oversharing at this point.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Well, it sounds like he has been weighing on you, so...
Plot twist, the boyfriend and girlfriend have no idea. It's just like, oh yeah, that's our friend.
Oh no.
We kiss and fuck sometimes, but that's our friend.
Oh no.
Friend with benefits? Ooh.
Anyway. Grabozy, how dare you put that thought in my brain. They're a lovely throuple.
But you did
Or throuple?
say that
Throuple.
we hadn't actually introduced ourselves. I'm Fabio.
I'm Law.
Are you gonna not? Are you gonna not?
Dog?
You gonna
I
not
just
tell
like
tell
saying her
this
name.
one? Oh, okay. Sorry. Of course. I've never had a hot dog.
It's raw.
It's a new sensation.
Don't.
Why are you
It's
offering
raw.
everyone hot dogs? I don't understand why you're doing this.
You gotta eat them. You gotta eat them soon, yeah.
Yeah, but let's cook them, right? Let's not just eat them like that.
Unfortunately, you guys haven't stopped to make a fire. Unfortunately, you gotta eat them. You gotta eat them raw. You
You must eat the hot dog.
gotta raw dog them. As you guys make your way, is there anything else you'd like to go over with them before anything?
All right, one more thing. That knife that you've been holding this entire time, I'd like it back now. Anyway,
So, people have always seen a light leave the village, not the children themselves.
It's just been a big light, a large light moving off toward the forest, yeah. And even then,
How large are we talking? Like big,
it's-
like me, big, like.
it's difficult. The forest is actually quite a ways away, but it's still within view because, well, everything around here is basically plains until you reach it. That forest has always been a bit kooky.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask. You'd mentioned that it had its pigs that had popped.
Occasionally we would get a bit of a insect migration around this time of year, but we haven't gotten that. And not only that, its trees are protected. We've been told that they belong to that big tower off to the east. We're not supposed to go there and forage or anything. It's basically not off limits or anything, but you're not supposed to take anything from in there. At least that's what they told us. Other than that, it's not really much else. I heard whenever I was passing through the village of... I'm pressing the button again.
Out of whisk.
Of Whisk. whenever
Every time.
I was trying to figure out my way to stay in Arvwisk, I heard that people sometimes hear singing from the mountain. It's a
To hear singing.
bit of a magical place, from what people have said. I ain't heard no singing whenever the kids were gone or anything like that, though.
And you're sure your brother never mentioned any, like, hearing any singing in his dream?
No, nothing like that. I know because I got a 17.
I'm glad that you got a
I
17.
feel like if we were to calculate them from 1 to 20, it would be pretty good.
That's almost
Yeah,
that's
just
almost
a-
the biggest you can get, yeah.
just to make sure, no water in the dream, right?
Water, I don't believe he mentioned any water, no.
And just I'm trying to think here.
Might only be able to either pick a better picture when we get to the town at that point. I don't know a lot about this area, so
So something in the woods is taking the children. The bugs haven't been around. There's light that seems to go around, but the children are missing. And you're not supposed to go into that forest to
You can
forage
go
for
in,
anything.
you just can't take anything, apparently.
Yeah.
I heard that the place over in the east, the big tower, I heard that they own the forest all around them.
Mhm.
All the different trees and creatures and things of that nature are off in those forests. They have these blue trees in them sometimes.
oh, of course, yeah, we've seen those.
Uh,
Oh, look at me! I own a forest. I own all the trees and animals. No, look at me.
Well, then the only thing I could think of, beyond the children all being crownsmen and wieldmen, did any of them have any particular gift for magic?
my brother never really shown any aptitude for it. Whenever I was younger, my mother said that I showed a bit of aptitude for magic, but she never sent me off to the tower or anything. She said that she didn't want me to grow up without her. I don't know, because I don't really know the things to look for, but my boyfriend and my girlfriend never said that my brother's shown any signs of magic. And they're adventurers. I'm not sure if they know, but they know more than I. Other than that, I don't know much about the other children that went missing. I sort of thought it was none of my business until my brother got taken.
And none of them were friends of your brother at all? I'm assuming that they were just...
They might have been. I know that a couple of them play about a bit. I don't know any of them individually, the ones that went missing. They weren't like any of his besties or anything. Looks over toward Law. A bestie is like your best friend.
Oh no, we actually have that.
Oh, okay.
that one crossed the cultural barrier.
Oh, you have mosquitoes and besties, but you don't have name day?
It would be nice to have it, but we didn't have
It's
it.
the only personal holiday I'm able to celebrate for myself.
Then the woman herself, did he ever say that if she looked like an elf or anything?
I think that he said that she was pretty. He seemed a bit enamored. Like I said, I thought that it might have been around that time, you know.
Of course.
I can't think of anything else, but from what I could tell, he seemed very, I don't know, respectful of it. He said that she was pretty, but he didn't go into any big details.
I see.
It doesn't feel like there's much else that she's able to tell you about that subject.
Of course, of course.
So, you said it was none of your business, but do you know some of the people that had their children taken?
I believe
Brothers or sisters?
I believe one of them it was a farmer that lived near us. One of them seemed to be the son of a guard. I believe one of them was the noble who owned the land. I believe it was their daughter. But when I say noble, I mostly mean higher up than the rest of us. Not really by the capital standards. It's not really anything that I would think that connect them other than their age.
Rage?
Their age.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said...
How many cycles
Sorry,
they've
that
all
was
had.
me out of character. Yeah. Out of character. I heard the rage. I was like, oh shit.
Other
did they
than
go
the
berserk?
rage.
Oh my god. So other than that they were crownsmen and weldmen and of their age, there's no real connection between them beyond that.
Yeah, none of the elven children, none of the dwarven children, none of the others, none of the Millen folk. And like I said, the noble, she like does air quotes. They're not really a noble, but they just own the land. They were a crownsman, I believe. They were, I believe they were a hired knight in the capital. They're not around at the moment, though. It's getting real close to, well, the festivities.
So he might not even know that his daughter's gone missing.
I don't think that it's been enough time for information to get to him, yeah.
Well, if we're lucky, then they might never know until their daughter tells them, and then they'll freak out. But, you know.
So we have the information that we can ask others about.
I'm trying to get a thing up because they did mention a festivity that is happening. You guys would know that they are talking about the Solus Fordamus, otherwise known as. Where are you at?
Don't tell me you don't have Solus Fordamus.
Otherwise known as Great Week or just Fordamus, which is the time to celebrate the Sun Touched. It is the festival that happens twice a year over in the capital, where basically they hail to the Sun Touched. You guys know that the king had basically offered you guys as one of your prizes to be hailed in such a place at the same level as the Sun Touched if you were to finish this quest.
Come on, Molly.
We get raise rights somehow.
Come on, yeah.
Well, remember the Sun.
Imagine you could be just be like honorary white guy.
Well, remember the Sun Touched aren't just elves; they are also technically humans and Millenfolk. It's just at the current moment, the elves are the only ones that live long enough to really be able to tie their themselves back to them. But it is not a race thing. A Sun Touched is you were touched by the sun god.
The sun has touched you.
Yeah.
The sun touches me every day.
Show me where the sun touched you with this doll.
That's
Right here, Your Honor.
That's a really
touching
weird.
all the
That's a
skin.
really weird way to ask where I'm sunburnt, but okay.
Oh, you gotta have those festivities at least. It's
This is the
tradition
first
to have
time in a
fun.
couple of years that I've seen the sun, actually.
But when else are you gonna eat hot dog sashimi? It's a tradition.
I don't think that's a
don't eat them
tradition.
like that.
We have
No
hot
one
dog
eats them like that.
sashimi with
No one,
the cheese
absolutely
we've
no
been
one eats
having
it like
for
that.
1,200 years.
So remind me, where is the nearby entrance to the Quietmarch around this area? That her boyfriend and girlfriend would have gone into?
Oh, that's in the city of
Arvwisk.
Arvwisk.
In the city itself.
That's just up the mountain. Arvwisk is the city that is at the base of it. That's where most of the adventuring parties gather, and then they take the trek up the mountain toward where the entrance would be. There's a small base there as well where they can make any last minute preparations or anything before going in, and then they make their way into the mouth of the mountain.
Maybe this might be a bit too specific, but would they have arrived at Arswick around when your brother would have gone missing?
They had a carriage, so they would have gotten there within a day or so from after they left. And if they took another one up the mountain, they would have been gone probably before much anything. They were gone about a month or so ago, about a few weeks ago, at most a month, about maybe 3 weeks.
So
But
before
whenever
all
they,
this started.
but whenever they would have been gone, yeah.
And just to be sure, they weren't acting strangely before they left?
Let's see. They gathered their adventuring party. They made their way. Oh, they talked about meeting a client, a Dragovic.
That name sounds familiar.
They were
You
meeting
would-
with the Dragovic?
You would know that a Dragovic is the name that would happen. That would be basically any person that would show some kind of draconic heritage, such as a half dragon or or like a lizard folk or things like that.
That's what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that they were talking about it a lot because they took the mission, whereas most people would decide not to. But the pay was rather well. Most likely they're already in the Quietmarch, but the Dragovic they were hired by might still be in the city. I heard they were some kind of sorcerer.
I think I've seen a Dragovic.
It's most likely pretty easy to find. We'll look over the law. I'm not sure how it is in your country, but Dragovic are not amazingly well liked. Adventurers seem to be usually a lot more able to speak at them and talk to them, but mostly the cities and everyone seem to think of them as bad luck. It's also difficult to understand if a Dragovic has a draconic malady or not, because that's just kind of what they are. So sometimes there are stories of Dragovics who go down into the Quietmarch and then they come up and they seem to go berserk.
Oh, I see.
That being said, I think that's one reason why this one would not be that hard to find. I think the only reason why he was even able to make a request in the first place was because he's able to prove he's never stepped foot in the Quietmarch before.
How long that process took. Anyway.
I'm not entirely sure much of anything else. They were excited to take on the mission because of the pay, but I'm not entirely sure what else is to do with it.
I don't think there's much to do with it. It might have just been me being curious.
Again, if we ever need to, we can probably find him in the city. But I don't know if they have any idea what's going on here, unless, again, the city itself is under the same problem. If they are, then they might already know about more than we do, but I don't know much else.
At that point, it would just be good to ask them there.
It's a city of mostly adventurers and Jotun, from what I know, so most likely you'll be able to find whatever you need to understand there. At least if you have a bit of coin, you should be able to find basically anything.
That would solve itself, right? I don't believe we have that much coin on
A
ourselves.
city of adventurers.
Well,
You'd think that if there are children going missing there, then they would have sent out a party to see if other villages nearby are being affected.
Most of them make their way down into the Quietmarch more than anything. But yeah, I don't know if they got word. Maybe there's even already a quest or something.
At that point, that would be quite direct, right? We just have to ask.
That's why you risk the walk, huh?
That's the only place I could think of to get information. If I were to make my way down to one of the farming villages down south, I would have had to walk a much longer way, and then they might not even know.
Talking about the fact that they might have asked for help in the Quietmarch, but the fact your husband and your boyfriend and your girlfriend, you haven't seen them in a bit. You don't know how those in the Quietmarch are doing, so you want to get help in your own way.
Well, I can't help but think that if I did make my way there and couldn't find anything, I might have tried to send word down to them, but at the same time, even then it would take probably a while for them to get down to the base. The letter would have to make their way all the way up the mountain and then all the way down into the mouth, and then we'd have to hope that it can make it to one of the bases, and then that the two of them would be near one or one of their party members. There's a lot of what ifs there.
True. And
I'm gonna zoom in on a different part of the area because I've been just looking at the map for a while. I'm gonna zoom in on here. I'm gonna move Fabio up here so that his wings don't cover anyone.
Thank you.
Very kind of.
There we
pretty
go.
sure we could find different ways of persuasion. Takes out claws.
I don't think that we need to threaten people.
I will
No,
say,
we won't.
like I mentioned before, you're decently sure at this point that they're not really holding anything back. You guys mostly have all of the information you believe you can get of this subject from them. They don't seem to have any big reason to hold anything back unless they're pure evil. And this is a trap to get you into the bandit cult.
That's the reason Cavelli hasn't given their name.
Guys, I'm looking at the HUD. We don't have any more options in this Skyrim tree. I think we need to go.
You can ask him anything else if you wish.
I think once we get there, we should probably split to get more information fast and use the cart as our meeting spot. I'm thinking of going out, checking out adventures, and seeing if they heard anything. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, that's the best plan we have, so...
You guys are gonna join?
I was going to see if the guards were aware of things.
Yeah. Oh, there must be something else. Like, I usually do that solo. I don't know if I could team up with that one. No, how's your knife skills?
We could just enjoy the ride and then figure it out when we get there.
I'm enjoying the ride. Hey, you don't like talking no more?
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I'm talking a lot here. You don't like talking?
You talk a lot. If you'll forgive me for insinuating anything.
I don't talk a lot. It's just, I haven't really talked to people in a long time, so...
You also make very strange decisions that unnerve me a little.
Okay, name one weird decision. Name two.
You mentioned that you were eating more.
You've offered 2 hot dogs and then swallowed a hot dog whole.
That one also was part of it.
Okay, I said 3, 4.
You slept by the door.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, that one wasn't weird. I was making sure nothing would come across us, okay?
You said you were
Okay.
looking for
He
bears.
seems pretty vigilant, actually.
We were in a
It's
place where I do
just
not
a
believe that
general
bears would have
example.
appeared.
Okay. When I say the bear, I mean the general darkness of where anything can pop up and probably get at you. You never know.
You're right, you never know.
I suppose.
Okay, so that's -1 weird thing there. I win that one.
We tried jumping in this lady here when we got out.
That wasn't weird. That was being cautious. Come on. Another
I
negative.
think the opposite of being cautious is jumping at someone.
Yeah, if they were gonna attack us, then we'd just start fighting right there and then. It
And if you weren't, then you would have hurt them for nothing.
wasn't gonna hurt them. What? What are you talking about?
That's what you do with weapons.
It
You were
literally
ready to
stopped.
pounce.
I'm always ready to pounce. You think I haven't mastered pouncing? I know when to stop pouncing. Come on.
They look like they could probably pounce pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. And to be good at pouncing is to always attack. To master pouncing is to know when to stop. I know how to stop. Don't doubt that
I don't think you know how to stop because you were very ready to do it immediately instead of understanding what was happening first before going on the aggro.
That's gotta make sure I do that because if they were a threat, then you think they'd wait?
You're not supposed to.
If they weren't going to wait, they would have been shooting arrows at the cart. They would have attacked our driver.
Well, I don't
If they
know
were
how
just
to
going
use.
to
I don't
straight
know
up
how to
attack.
use a bow and arrow.
Look,
I usually use big old swords.
I'm just not counting that one, okay? I don't think it's weird. It's what I do all the time, okay? It's not weird. -1. Give me a different one.
You know what? The fact that you call that a -1 is also weird.
I'll give you that one.
So you guys start to.
back and puts his neck pillow like over his eyes, and it's like, just wake me up. When we're
You
at the
guys make your way over to
Out of whisk.
Arvwisk. As you
I'm going to pretend you aren't here for a bit.
you guys
I love
find
this
yourselves
character.
going for another few hours. It is getting close to night at this point. The sun has mostly gone down. Allow me to prove that by doing this. As you
Good
guys
night.
make your way further and further in, you do find making your way into the main part of the city is relatively easy. Looking off and around, this is a much different kind of settlement than you have seen so far in this place, Law. Before, you had seen a smaller settlement that you had gone by whenever you were making your way toward that one forest before that had the leaves. You've seen the large like tight-knit city that was the capital. However, this one seems to be a much more carefully designed, a much larger city. Like, at least as far as the things itself. You start looking about the main area where you are settling, going into it seems to be a very wide berth city. However, looking up the mountain next to it, you see that it seems to somewhat continue up the mountain, nearly looking as if it makes it all the way to the top. And most likely that is where all the housing and other things of the city would be. But the main area that you guys would see would be... I'll get the night one because it's night.
At night.
At night. Damn. Is that the main? Is that a master can do? No, I can do more. I can go fucking ham. Okay, there we go.
Oh damn.
I can make that big as hell. Let's go.
Look at all those hexes.
But all those hexes, they're gone.
Oh, the Hex Girls!
Oh, hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Which way was it? We'll do this way. Seems fair. Upon making your guys' way into the city itself, you find that the entryway, looking as it is coming over from the side, is relatively easy to coast into. You would find that the carriage itself would basically have a good place to be left just before all of this going down. Hal, whenever you guys make your way, explains that he will wait with the carriage just in case bandits or ne'er-do-wells would show themselves. However, he would immediately do the thing he always does and jump inside and bring all the shutters down.
All right, hold on. Gets on top of the cart and starts looking around.
You jump onto the top of the cart, you start looking around. Again, you see mostly stone buildings and houses that are often about this place. They seem to be mostly built into the mountain and the surrounding areas. You see a large river going through, coming from the water up at the mountain itself, seemingly going down further toward the center of the town and then leaving out from the town. You find that there is what appears to be a very large forge off in the center of this part of the town, most likely meaning that there is some kind of a weapon or blacksmith around that area. And finally, you do see up on the very northern part that seems to be just before leading further up in the mountain, there is a very large stone building that is mostly built into the area, very circular, that seems to be more impressive than the others. It has a large set of double doors, most likely meaning that is either a important building for politicians or whatever that are around this area, or that could be the Adventurers Guild.
All right, see you guys in what, like a couple hours or?
I suppose we could take a not really way to measure time right now. We could just look around and regroup.
Later. Well.
And she's gone.
The word.
I suppose that the best thing to ask is if you are wanting to all split up, maybe say where you're going so that nobody runs over anyone's toes.
That would be good, right? That way we don't repeat the same ground twice.
So where you wanting to go, mysterious person?
Woman never reveals her secrets.
that isn't helpful
That's
at
a
all.
problem. Okay, she's gone. Alright.
She's snapping her fingers, just kind of heading out.
Maybe the bears will get her this time.
Maybe the bears. She said she wanted to go find adventure, so she's probably gonna find like a tavern or something.
Maybe. There's probably quite a few of them around.
Mm-hmm.
Where would the two of you like to go? Would you like to split up? Would you like to go to different places? What's going down?
I guess it's up to Law because Fabio would be up for sticking together if you want to, but he wouldn't be opposed to splitting up.
I mean, this place is like not that, like, this is not like Manhattan, right? This is like. Splitting wouldn't save us that many hours, I think.
I would also like to make sure to bring attention to the area you guys just left, which would be this way. There are
way.
still buildings this way, so this isn't the entrance of the city. There are still buildings and stuff in that direction as well, but mostly as you were going by them, they seem to be residences and potential areas that would lead off to the farmlands around. This is the center basically of the town, at least at the base. Again, the town continues further up the mountain by quite a ways, looking as if it basically takes over the entirety of this area. Let me show you on the thing. I have the representation of it right here, right?
Yay!
But the actual town itself, I didn't have anything in the thing that let me make this, is essentially it's almost like a line of buildings going up the mountain. So it is not Manhattan.
Okay.
But it is rather large, is much larger than what you see here. But
yeah.
according to Kale, this is where the again the base center of everything is at the moment.
Yeah,
If you go all the way up the mountain, there's another base, but here is the first base, basically.
I mean, at that point, we would like to go to places, considering this is a place for adventurers where there might be gossip, right? So, a guild or, again, a tavern. Maybe the forge as well, maybe.
Those make sense. Do you have any particular... Listen, I don't know what the fuck to do right now. I'm just like, I'm waiting on you want to do it or not.
I'm so scared. The world is... there are so many decisions put on my shoulders, and I just got off here and they gave me a penis recently.
There are so many things to do with my penis.
Mommy's going to the clothing aisle. You kids figure out what you need.
I will grab you by your hand and we shall go to the guild.
If you wish to use your penis, I'm sure that there's probably things around you can use. I'm playing.
Please, just leave me away.
I will lead you to the guild. We shall go to the guild.
Okay.
Thank you, Fabio.
Cavelli, where are you heading since you headed off first?
For now, she's kind of climbing up, kind of taking some looks around to kind of see which areas are kind of empty and which are not. And...
Oh, most everything is empty because it is night. There isn't a lot of bustle about about any of the carts or anything of that nature. There does seem to be areas, again mentioning over Nya, where there appears to be some carts and things of that nature that are just sort of left unattended. Some of them seem to have some people still gathering things about them, but some of them are basically unattended. You would find that in the center area here, there are again a few more impressive looking buildings. There is a large building here. There is a large building here. There is a large building here. And there is, of course, the big forge-like building that's right there. Other than that, the biggest thing you would see off and about is there is a sort of dam or like water collection area here. Yeah, that's the main talking points.
I said there's still people kind of around.
Kind
here,
of
like,
around. There are still people walking the streets. There are still people sort of gathering themselves. There are people over by where some of the eateries that are seemingly having a good time. And
In that
again,
case, she's
this
gonna-
is mostly a representation of things. The area is not as close together as this. If I move you over here, obviously the area is probably bigger than things more spread apart, but it's up. That's mainly the areas that I've shown you.
She's gonna keep kind of high and keep around some of the areas. Right now, she's gonna be scouting with her ears to see if she can hear rumors or if anyone been talking about missing children or anything like that, because it is a recent thing. There might be people talking.
Okay. As you are attempting to get some rumors of things around, the other two, you guys are looking to find the guild hall or a tavern of sort. As you would come out,
Yes, can be done.
as you would come out in this area, you would find that there's a tavern here. This seems to be where an eatery would be for people to talk and be merry with. There are a couple of people off and around the area, including what appears to be a rather rambunctious, a rather spirited, small little guy.
The 3D goblin.
You see what appears to be a small little guy that Fabio, you would know, would be mostly called a Dragovic. There is a small little guy in a seemingly tossing about, calling out to people, getting large amounts of some kind of liquid in front of him. You're not sure if it is anything of note. It seems to be ale. You're not entirely sure what else it could be. But he has been given a large berth by most of the other people around the area. As far as Adventuring Guild, you haven't seen that yet. It's most likely on the other side of the river here.
What do you think, Law? Should we stop by to see, maybe speak to that Dracovic over there? He might know things.
Oh, he
We
is
were
there
looking
now.
for one. Potentially.
I mean, if we're looking for people who might know, people tend to talk a lot in taverns, so I don't see why not, right?
Let's go make a new friend then.
I'm gonna move
It's a
them.
little pressure, but I suppose we can make one.
You guys start to make your way in toward where the tavern area is. As you do, you hear more slamming and calling out toward the people that are running about from the small little Dragovic. You would find that he seems to be trying to get the attention of people. They brought him a drink and seem to have just kind of left him as he starts calling out, "I need another one over here. Come on! How much glass do I gotta show you to get some service?" He's a little guy.
Look at him. He's
Yeah,
just
I was
a
like,
little
"Damn,
guy.
that big boy."
He's
It's
a-
like,
he's-
no, he's a little guy.
He's a little guy. He's a little fella. I can't make him any smaller. He's a little fella. As he calls out, you see him bring out another 5 glass, another 5 coins, and throw it onto the table. At which point you would find a person coming over and refilling his drink, taking the glass. That's more like it. As they walk away, you see him start guzzling it down, and by the time they make it back to the steps going back, he is slamming his flagon down again, like, "I need more service over here."
Oh no, he's an asshole. We're not aware because he's a Dracovic. He's just being an asshole.
Two things can be the same. Two things can be true at the same time.
You can be an asshole and a Dracovic, it's fine. You can also be a little guy.
In
He's a guy of
particular-
witty facets.
In particular, Fabio, you would know that this particular Dragovic comes from people who call themselves kobolds. But
Oh,
again,
cool.
most of society would call them Dragovics.
Mm-hmm. With how he's acting, I'm surprised he's still around.
Well, yeah, he
paying.
hasn't done anything to anybody.
Yeah, he's paying and he's by himself. He's just loud.
Shall we approach him or not?
I mean, I've had clients like this before. All we have to do is very politely approach and follow along.
You guys are gonna
What's
approach him?
funny-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really funny right now is part of the reason Gavelli wanted to go alone is she's like, I have to go to the tavern. I'm gonna scope out a bit, but I don't want them to go to the tavern. There are assholes there, and I don't think Law deserves to see an asshole right
You would be
now.
basically up on the high areas. You would be looking for it. Then you would also see both Fabio and Law make their way into the tavern area.
Oh, son of a fuck.
At which point, Law and Fabio, you guys make your way toward the table. You would find that the little Dragovic is at this point yelling toward the people to bring him back more of whatever drink he has in his hands. He doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to the two of you.
You're quite the solid drinker, aren't you?
Looks back over. Oh, you want to talk to me now, are you?
I would at least like to know. Yes, I was wondering. You've been drinking for a bit now.
If you're trying to talk me over, that must mean you have something for me.
Well, we were hoping to get information from you.
Oh, where'd you come from?
Oh, hi.
Oh, there's two of you.
DM. By the way, DM Sama.
What's up?
That was in character that I saw them in the distance, right?
Sure.
If that's the case, I'm not gonna get there right away, obviously, but instead,
He's gonna save them. He's gonna save those drowning children.
she's going to slowly go over to them, like obviously trying to listen and all that, but, like getting concerned, like that is not a guild. That is not a guild. Yeah, actually, I'd love to be on top of the building, kind of watching them there, actually. Continue.
Neither of us noticed, and it's fine.
He seems to like look back and forth at the two of you after exclaiming, "Well, when did you get here? It's two of you."
Yes, there are two of us. We just arrived in town.
What? That's crazy.
He's recently arrived just a couple of minutes ago.
And you're still here. Looks back towards you, Law.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry about that. Looks over at the two of you. Bird man?
I'm a Weltman.
Well,
But it's
Weldman. I knew that one. And you're a Weldman? Looks over toward Law.
I close enough. I believe I'm from Ohio.
Well, what can I do? Ohio. An
It's
Ohioan?
foreign.
You must be from a small nobody clan then. Because I heard of everything. I'm telling you now.
Is that
You've heard
so?
of everything.
Oh yeah, you're looking at Ndee. I've traveled the world. I'm famous.
I rolled to
I
see if
see.
I recognize.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
You roll to see if you recognize him. You roll any number and you get it. You've never heard of this band.
Just like
You've
I
never
meant
heard of the
more
famous
like-
Ndee who's been around the world.
Well, I didn't mean that. I meant, have I seen this drunk bastard in a different tavern in a different town?
Let me think real quick. Let me go over here.
Hookin'.
Roll me.
Okay. 'Cause I
Now
know I
that's the
haven't
question.
heard of his exploits.
That's the real question. It's like, Bobby, do you know? No? Okay.
Exploits, no. Reputation of being an asshole in a tavern, however.
You've not talked very much with any kind of person fitting this description. However, you have heard through your various connections of a small Dragovic that seems to be going through all the towns. They don't make their way toward the larger cities often, but they do bring themselves to ports, which would be the largest cities that they would ever go to. You would note that there is talk of a small Dragovic named Ndee who seems to be a very well-informed person, a very well-informed Dragovic who seems to give a lot of information to adventurers at a cost.
Well, that's fortunate. Let's see if these two have what it takes to get the right information out of him. Or if I have to bail them. I need to bail them. I'm just here to keep an eye on them. That's correct, yes. I am correct. I am.
You guys are gonna have to like come down here or something. I can't keep an eye on both of you. I got these big old eyes and this big old nose, you know.
It's all right.
We'll sit over here. It'll be fine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, get further apart. That sounds great. Actually, you know, I can
Or
see
do
the
you want
both of
over
you
here?
through my nose over there. There you go. You're out of here now. You're out of my
Which-
peripheral. I don't like
Oh.
turning.
There we go. Am I in now?
Yeah, like,
You're good. You're good. I can stare
We're
between
in
the
a
two of
good-
you. I can stare between the two of you, and I can see you both. You're great. I don't like turning.
I understand. Turning is hard.
Why is that? It's just a little. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like turning. So, who the hell are you?
I'm Fabio.
I'm Law.
Fabio and Law. Let me roll a d20 real quick. He reaches into his bag, at which point he brings out a dodecahedron of some sort and throws it onto the area in front of him.
He's literally okay.
I don't know you. I don't know either of you.
That's fine. I'd be more surprised if you had.
Well, luckily enough, you know what? I'll save my inspiration.
You're what?
Feel like there's gonna be a lot more to talk about here,
Yes, there is.
and I'd rather save it, just in case.
Your
We've-
inspiration is in.
Oh, let me roll
Right.
this here again, and take the higher number.
Is that so?
Oh yeah.
Like a game?
Oh yeah. But it's
I'm glad that you
real.
like games.
This-
Anyway,
This game is more than a game.
we
Bird wieldman man guy.
art it, but anyway,
Ardent.
we came seeking for information about recent happenings. What we've heard, there have been at least children from not in the city that have been going missing. Have there been missing children here as well?
Oh, you're already on a quest. Fixing to say, I got a couple of jobs I could give for some newbies such as yourselves. But you're already on one.
You could say we had picked one on the way. Yes, a new quest.
Interesting. And you're saying something about some missing kids.
Yes.
More adolescents, it would seem like.
What's the difference?
One is a little bit taller.
Ah, you're all tall to
Yeah.
me. You're all abnormally tall.
And it's true. But have you heard anything?
I haven't heard anything, though that doesn't mean I don't know anything. How do I put it? You got any more information I can go on?
Oh, yes,
Obviously,
children-
if you tell me whatever information you tell me, he pulls out like a paper, puts a little like thing of glasses on his face. Any information you tell me, I can redistribute to any other likely adventurers
of
for
course,
free and or profit. You are willingly giving this information to me, and as such, I will give you back.
Commercial license, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah. All that. You're really hold on. You're really good at this. He just turns over toward you, and such as the information that therein, I can freely distribute at my leisure.
Edit or pass or share, of course.
All right. I'm liking this so far. I'm liking this. You guys know your stuff.
He's just looking between the two of them, unsure of what's going on.
Meanwhile,
he
Billy's
likes.
like,
Go ahead.
Billy's like, so this is the kind of sorcerer talk I have to get used to in the academy.
He likes your legal jargon. He seems to very much appreciate it. He does not let you read the contract. He puts it away. But he does enjoy that you say words, and you say a lot of them.
Just looks at the contract. Oh, that's a weird. Oh, it's gone.
If I had a nickel for every time Bowman played a character that was into legal stuff, I'd have 2 nickels, which is
To be fair, Gregor was a shit lawyer, which is a very different thing.
He looked like whenever you looked at the page, it looked like there was something at the bottom that he was going to probably have you guys sign, but once you started talking, he thought better of it.
He's like, maybe I shouldn't have to sign anything.
Just saying, comparing Gregor and Law is like comparing Charlie Day from Always Sunny to Better Call Saul.
Those are 2 very different people.
One is Bird Law, the other is Gregor. I'm kidding.
You have got me interested, I will say. If there's something that an analytical mind of such grace and notoriety can't figure out, I am interested. Again, I can't guarantee anything. And I can redistribute, but if you tell me, I might tell you. What you got? What you got for me?
Well,
What's the sitch?
they were apparently in the village up to the west. They've been missing. They so far have had 5 missing adolescents. Most of them crownsmen. One of them's a whaleman. They've been disappearing without a trace in the night, followed by a mysterious large white light going from there into the forest. Out over here. We were wondering, because if this place was closer, then this place should be abuzz with activity of several missing children by this point.
And is that everything you know?
Oh, one of the relatives of the victims, a small younger brother. They had told us that before the disappearance, they would have had dreams of seeing some sort of woman, and they would ride in those dreams.
I see. Give me a second. He seems to look at the table. As he does, he picks up his D20 and then he rolls it. Will he use his inspiration now? You see him as you see a very low number appear on the table. There is a 3 by your thoughts, Law, as it seems to reconstrue itself to fit what you think a 3 would be.
Yeah.
He looks to it. You see him bringing his head back and forth. He's like, "Do I use it? This is interesting, but do I use it?
But it's a single-digit number.
It's not good enough. I know
low.
it's not good
You would
enough."
want to have
I think that's low.
at that point.
You see him look up to the sky. I'll get it again in a few hours. All right, let's do it again.
Yay!
You see him pick it up and roll it again. As you do, he does roll it, but I forgot to have you do something first, Law. Law, I would like you to roll a. I'd like before that roll happens, I would like you to roll me for your ability, please.
Okie woker, let's see if we can roll a number. Many such cases. I can give you a free.
And give me a 3. I see. Nothing seems to go any way. Now the number will be rolled. Oh, you got inspiration, Law. Roll me again.
Oh, fun. All right, here we go. Let's do it again, baby. Here we roll. Rolling again. 15.
Law, As you watch them roll, you note the second time that the roll happens, you feel something about the dice that he holds in his hand. You feel that whenever he rolls it, something actually does change. There is obviously some magic happening there. Meaning that he's not just rolling them for shits and giggles. That being said,
He's rolling something.
that being said, he did roll 2 really low rolls, as he seems to. Ah, damn it! Ah, there goes the inspiration.
Fascinating. That dice is altering something.
You got a mage over here, then, do we?
You could say as such.
What do you have going on for you? Sorcerer, magician. You look like a magician.
I have yet to define it, I suppose.
Well, if you're anything, without much training, I suppose you could call yourself a wizard or a magician. If you don't have anything beyond that, were you born with it?
In a way.
In a way, maybe you are a sorcerer. Either way, unfortunately, I wasn't able to glean anything from what you said. That being said, I haven't heard any actual rumors about any missing kids around here. Most likely, this means that whatever it is that's spiriting these kids away doesn't want to mess with this town. And to be fair, I wouldn't either. You would never find on the entire continent a more strong collection of very aggressive types than in this town. Well, I suppose you could probably find some aggressive types, but none that can put their back into it like the area around here. This is the largest conglomeration of adventurers that isn't a port you can find anywhere out there. Most of the people here are making their way down into the Quietmarch, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, there's no surface level spirit or ghosty out there that's gonna want to mess with those who are preparing to go to the Quietmarch.
That would be more dangerous than what they would be seeing.
If they're traveling and grabbing kids from the neighboring towns, that makes a lot more sense. Most likely at that point, it is either some kind of a hold-up. Has there been any demands?
None from what we've heard.
Probably not
It's been over the
bandits.
course of several weeks.
And there's some kind of light, you said?
A large white light that seems to lead from the village towards the forest.
Maybe a priest or some kind of cult. Maybe even a celestial. Where were you these past few weeks? Looks over toward.
I was up at the capital, and then traveling down towards I forget the name of the forest off to the west, and then we came here.
He stops, he looks to you, he puts his hands further on the table. You are making your way into the Dark Witch's Marsh?
We stopped by there.
You stop by the Dark Witch's Marsh? That's not a place you stop by, friend.
Well, we saw how dangerous it was, so we came back this way.
So you're them, then.
Who's that?
You see a smile go across his face. You're the ones the capital will have a bit of an uproar about, ain't you?
They had been
The
speaking of us,
priest
but
and the
preposterously.
heroes. Ring a bell?
They have been. No, that's definitely us. If they had been speaking about us but quite boisterously, then that would be us.
Well. That's interesting. Made your way to the marsh, and now you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me what you're doing for the king. I say questioningly, with a question in my voice.
I'm just faking how long it would take us to get out of here before that got lot out.
Are you looking uncomfortable like someone make a distraction or?
You see that Fabio's like, he's trying to, but he's very nervous, like he doesn't know what to say, so he's clammed up.
How long would it
completely.
take us from here to the tower?
To go into the tower, you guys feel like you can get there within another day on your carriage.
A day. And we don't know how long this will take.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing here, you're going to be going into the forest. Who knows?
I could tell you.
Like leans in to the point where you see him. He is standing on his chair and leaning over the table. Yeah?
You may not disclose it, or at least for days. We can tell you.
Cannot disclose it for at least 3 days. Why 3 days, I wonder?
Well, anywhere you'd think we could get there in 3 days is probably a good number then, if you wish to wager.
More than anything, you're offering me a deal, aren't you?
That would be what I'm offering you. You seem to like contracts.
Oh, I love them. Not only do they entice me, both my curiosity and my, well, it also helps my ability.
Your ability.
I'll give you a taste. How about? I'll accept your proposal. I won't say anything you tell me.
I'm bringing out a piece of paper and I'm bringing out my pen.
Oh. As you bring out your paper and pen, you look at him and you're just like, oh. You start writing something up.
Yeah, it takes a bit to write, but yeah, I can make your contract.
It then magically starts becoming the correct script for this world.
Belly was about to jump down and be a distraction, but then sees this and starts getting intrigued.
You guys do see that whenever the piece of paper comes out from Law's bag, Law starts writing in some very strange like penmanship. However, in front of your eyes, you do see the lines that Law is writing seems to change to the script you are much more familiar with.
You seem to be able to read this.
Law, as you write this, I'd like to know
A good old NDA, baby.
I'd like to know 3 things from this.
Yes, Captain.
What is he not allowed to say? What does he get in return? And what does he lose if he breaks it?
Oh, of course. So for an NDA, usually, here's where I get to just say some shit that's real.
Yeah,
I actually know about
you get to
this.
do real
Oh my
shit.
God.
Yeah.
I've signed an NDA
so
before.
So for an NDA, what you usually disclose is he will not spill any information regarding to where we're going at that point, or any information regarding people that we may. It's basically during the duration of the NDA. So basically, that information is considered confidential and should not be disclosed.
So at that point, the thing he is getting is the information.
Correct.
Okay. And what would happen if he fails to hold up his end?
Well, you see, usually you would take it to like a court, but I don't know how that works. So he's like writing this down, and it's like, oh yeah. If I could have your ear for a moment.
Yes.
What do you all happen when you break contracts?
Lightning of Zeus. We all know this.
In what particular way?
Fabio, you don't know anything about contracts.
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
That is not a it is not a common thing in this area.
I'll be honest, I don't know. I have no idea.
Ellie would know the consequence of contracts, not because she knows law, but she knows what happens every time she eats a contract.
I think at that point, what would be good is to, at that point, offer up a piece of information as leverage. So neither party can discuss. At that point, it would just be, at that point, we would have, I suppose, we would like say like that, a favor on that regarding a piece of information.
So if he breaks it, he owes you more information.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you finish writing up the contract and you push it in front of yourself, noting that the contract at that point to you is complete, you guys feel that the area about the contract itself gives off a slight, very slight glow and then seems to fade. As the Dragovic looks down to it, that is a weird guise. Mind if I read it?
Go ahead. That's what they're for.
He slides it over to himself as he starts fracture of I'm going to make sure that I don't in 3 days. Another information. He looks up. You sure about this? Seems pretty lenient.
What, do you think we could get more of that?
I mean, seems like to me the only thing that would happen to me if I were to break this is that I'd have to give you more information.
Information, as is described in the contact, says that it can be any information that we would wish, so we could believe that you would have.
And you're okay with that?
Let me measure this guy. Is this guy being honest with me, or is he kneeling me?
As he's looking at you, he seems to be almost looking at you in a curious way. Roll me for your roll me for your negotiation.
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain. You know what? Don't take one of my beautiful, beautiful penis tower hero inspirations that I got. I got from getting 1,000,000 dice points.
Yeah. You also have a
Listen,
fleeting.
You're not dealing with a penis tower in here.
And I landed my heroism, so that would be 14.
Okay, roll me one more time. You have a fleeting. You have 2 fleetings.
We roll again. Thank you, the people thank you, my magical contract people. For 15 again.
With a 19, you find that he almost seems to be sizing you up whenever you're doing this. He seems to be waiting to see how you're responding, but he doesn't seem as if he's wanting to take advantage of the contract.
That should be good. I believe that covers everything that we would need for something in good faith.
Good faith. I think I get it. Essentially, this is open-ended, because if I do end up breaking it, and I do end up having to pay the price for it, I could be losing quite a well of information myself. But that's more or less what anybody would think without one of these. What'd you say your dude's name was?
Fabio.
And Fabio, that's
Fabio and Law. Law and Fabio. Alright. You see him lift a pen from his clothing and immediately seems to jot down a very crude looking signature. As he does, there is a slight very brief shine from the paper, and it seems to roll itself up after he signs it.
Oh god, magical lawyer shit.
I didn't know you could do that.
Me neither.
He looks
I
forward.
mean, I knew I could do that. I could write those, but I didn't know they could do that.
He looks forward. So, tell me everything that you're willing to divulge. I want to know from the two of you, what are you not telling him about your journey so far?
Valley's name. I'm kidding.
Everything so far with the king is like, honestly, at this point, kind of public news, except the part where he's being weird about it. So that's fine. I honestly, this is me being fucking crazy, but not particularly weird. It's just, if it's a thing, I don't see any reason why we should mention back that we at least saw the witch. We don't have to say anything else, but that is, if it is stuff that we could tell the king who we can't lie to, we cannot possibly lose any more from that.
Okay, so you tell him that you're on a mission to go to either the marsh or to the tower to collect a mage for an excursion to the Quietmarch, we'll say. You're not gonna.
That.
You probably won't tell him exactly why you need a mage, unless you do.
Is there a reason for it? I mean, I guess there's no reason, so no.
Okay.
Again, we could just kind of throw in the fact that we went the other way and something did not go right, and now we're going the other way.
You went the other way. You said that you would say that you met the witch, but you wouldn't say anything about what happened there.
Yeah, that would be it.
Okay.
She neglected to help, basically.
Huh. You met with Redo then.
You know her?
Oh yeah, we go way back. Interesting. All right. Well, thanks for the inspiration.
Is that how
You're
it
welcome.
works?
You see him pull out a dice from his coat again with a bit of a smirk. Whenever I'm intrigued enough to go into a deal with another person, it doesn't have to be with paper, I find myself a little inspired, you say. That being said, let's give it one more try. See if I can help you out. They throw down the first dice. We'll see if
I
they need
believe
to
in
use their
him.
inspiration. They probably need to use it. You look at their thing. That's a 15. Maybe he won't. We'll see. We'll see. That is a natural 20.
Oh, okay, just roll a 20, I guess.
As you see him throw a dice down, it seems to shake for a moment before landing directly on a 20. As it lands on the number, you see him look forward toward the both of you. Fabio, you can't help but notice
Aw,
that they're...
That's only a 2.
Oh.
It's only a 2.
You know what? Never mind, Fabio. You don't know shit.
I'm kidding.
I'm playing. Fabio, you can't help but notice whenever you see the roll that there is a slight, almost imperceptible glow coming from the eyes of the person in front of you. As it hits and as they seem to have that for a second, they close their eyes and open them. Huh. You said there was a dream.
Yes.
Correct.
And it's kids around 13 to 16 years of age.
The lowest being, I believe, 12. They just had their name day.
I believe there's still time. Most likely not much, but I don't think any of them are in danger, per se. That being said, I'm not going to go out of my way to get any bad luck by mentioning exactly what's going down. But the two of you should be able to handle it.
So it is something that even mentioning would cause out of bad luck.
For someone like me, yeah. My entire thing's kinda luck, if you haven't noticed.
It's quite obvious, yes.
Luck and information. It's very interesting magic.
I am sort of got a gift for gab. I got a gift for trade. And I got a gift for, well, curiosities. These 3 gifts that I have, they come from, we can say, deep places. And with these gifts, I'm able to aid quite many adventurers out there. But if I were to lose these gifts, I believe that quite a lot of other people out there would lose with me. So I can't tell you what I think it is. What I can tell you is I believe I know where you can find them.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. I'd probably go at night. It'd be a lot easier to see. Whenever you make your way through, the main thing you're gonna need. He looks at the two of you, which honestly, from the looks of the two of you, you might not need them at all. What you're gonna need are virgins.
Or what now?
Are virgins. I'm gonna say it a third time. Am I not saying it loud enough for the people in here?
No, I understood.
Valley just gives this disgusted look. Thankfully, no one sees, but you know.
Now, does that resonate with the two of you in any way?
I need to roll something.
Have you fucked?
It would be amazing if you had divorced.
I mean,
Do
I got
I
divorced,
roll?
so there's a chance. So I'm just sitting here like.
Maybe it was a really quick divorce.
That'd be
Yeah, no, man, we
crazy.
fucked. So I don't know what you did, but we definitely fucked.
Okay. Fabio.
I can't believe you're making me think about this.
Fabio. Have you fucked?
Oh no.
Looking at him, knowing him, probably not.
Okay.
There you go. Have fun with that, chat.
While we're on
There
the
you go.
subject,
You get to
Kyvelli.
know.
Carvelli, you should answer us by any chance.
Not at all.
All right. So, looks over. Does that resonate?
Adolphin has not fucked. Is completely a virgin. Is
Does
what I
that
meant.
resonate with either of you?
Wait, chat's right. With your new body, you've not had sex, so you are a virgin.
I'm a virgin in this one.
You are a brand new body. You are new and without sin.
He's just like, nope. I mean,
Wait a damn
I
minute.
am technically a virgin again.
All right, you couple of virgins. You're perfect for the job.
Why do I feel like I've just been insulted?
All you need to do is go out on a night like this one. It is a night. Make your way down into the forest. Look around for that glow that you saw, or that you heard of, I suppose. And when you find it, be ready. Be ready for anything, first off. But
Right.
mostly be ready to talk.
Talk as in
They,
what sort of talking
there
activity?
is, well, they're probably not gonna be the easiest to convince. So when talking doesn't work, can't believe I'm fucking saying this. When talking doesn't work, you might want to use that. Motions over toward Fabio and their mall. But I would suggest talking. If you do end up using that, be sure to tell me, because that's hilarious. Also, we could get rich, but...
What?
And I do say we, because, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't know anything about it.
That is
I
true.
guess I would not.
But try not to. If you do, we can get rich. So we'll make the best of it. But try not to.
Understood. You're being very... I understand.
I'm trying here. I'm trying so hard.
I'm trying so hard to understand why any of this, why the virgin thing mattered.
Make your way down. Look for the shine. Don't fuck anybody. And be ready to talk.
We'll attempt to not fuck anybody until we get there.
All right, good. I'd go with you, but I fucked.
Congratulations.
Remember earlier when I'm like, that's really funny that you guys are talking about this right now, and this is the conversation. This is where the conversation is leading.
Yeah, we're gonna get annoyed. Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, that's everything I can do for you.
Thank you very much, Ndee.
Whenever you come back, whether you've done that or not, I'll have some carriages ready for the kids. I don't charge kids for anything. That's the little shits.
They should hopefully not be.
All right.
You do better than some of the people in my country.
All right. Well, it's been good talking to you. I'm going to go back to harassing the staff.
Do you do that for fun, or is that...
Oh, it's hilarious. Yes. I don't like them.
Oh, of course.
I don't like them. They don't like me. But I have coin, and they want it.
I'm glad you figured yourself out for the situation.
Wait,
I'm
I can
glad
be as
you're
petty as I damn
honest.
well please.
That is very fair.
And I get out of here.
It's
Get out of
just-
here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Get out of here, you virgins.
There's just a slight twitch of him looking over the wall, but it's just like, no, I'm better than that. He knows how to get under people's skin, apparently.
I'm not used to being a virgin being a bad thing.
Oh, come on, you know that it was. Growing up.
Of course. I know that.
Oh, wait.
Come, some leave. And then gives a sigh. Oh, looks like I don't have much information to get, but goes down, goes into the tavern. Doesn't care she made a scene there.
Where do you think Iveli went? We really need to go talk to her because we need to figure out if we're doing it tonight or tomorrow night or if we should make more preparation.
Really, how high would you say we'll have to roll to notice you just been standing up there the entire time?
I should probably roll.
Just, you can give me a number.
Yeah, just doing a post check.
It could be like 20.
Both of you roll me. Roll me for your focus. roll me for your focus law, and Cavelli, roll me for your technique.
Yeah, okay, why not? Let's see. I can give you a 15.
I could give you a
That's free.
15.
Was that a 15 with the roll or without it?
No, it's a 15 plus free.
Oh, well then, Law, you would have seen him.
It's like, oh no, she was.
Law, you
behind a
see,
window
whenever
behind
you
us.
start walking away, you see Cavelli fall down and then make their way into the tavern.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, wait, where was she? I didn't see her.
And
Even
she
over
was over-
the bridge?
No, she was no. Oh no, no, turn around.
No?
Turn. Oh no, not that way.
Oh. Well, she should have said hi.
I don't think she's prone to doing that. Oh, that's
we-
her problem now.
Should we wait for her to come out? It feels awkward walking back over there now.
I'm going back to the carriage. You can do as you like, Fabio.
I'll also go back to the carriage because I gotta make sure I don't fuck anything apparently.
Don't fuck anyone, Fabio. Don't let your dick lead you astray.
Fabio, do not fuck that woman.
As Fabio looks around,
I didn't say anything about
sees
being a woman. You don't fuck anybody.
Fabio sees a woman, covers their crotch. Sees a guy, covers their crotch. Sees a pan, covers their crotch.
God.
Cavelli, as you make your way into the tavern, you find that there are people running off and about, trying to get things ready for the patrons that are here. It's not extremely busy, but there are people that are looking as if they are slightly pissed, potentially because of a certain customer. There's just about anybody you would find in here. There are Millen folk. There's a lot of Millen folk. There are a couple of elves. There are some crownsmen, from what you can tell. Seems to be mostly just people who work inside. It seems that most of the customers stay outside. As you walk in, you find that there is a one of the people that are behind the counter looks off to you. What can I get for you?
Oh, well, you got that strong.
Let's see. Would you like what's your palate? Spicy, smooth,
Yeah, spicy.
spicy.
It's spicy. Come on.
You can have the most expensive thing we got. Some dragon tears.
I didn't say expensive. I said strong. Come on.
The strongest thing we got. I'm checking. If you're looking for just straight up spice, or you're looking for straight up alcohol?
Oh, let's go for the spice. Come on.
All right. You can try this fireweed wine. It's pretty crazy, mostly used in cooking. Probably isn't the best to just wolf down. We also have.
I ain't a wolf.
We also have some spiced rum. We don't know what the spice is, but it fucking got rid of my throat like immediately when I tried it. Probably only to be used in mixes, but if you're looking for strength, that's probably it. I'd say one of those two. Either
Alright,
fireweed or the
spice
spiced
rum.
rum.
Hit me up.
All right. You want in a bottle or a glass?
Glass. I gotta be aware tonight.
Before glass. Do-do-do.
There's just flinging everywhere. I'm just trying to move them.
Don't you love them?
I just moved them and look.
And just bring the 4 glass over to the center here where all the dice are.
I just hope they don't flip and go somewhere else. Dice tower, you said?
Yeah. 4 glass. Thank you very much.
All right.
I love
now
them.
For 5 glass.
For 4 glass. As you get there, they hand you what appears to be a relatively medium-sized flagon. It is not the biggest you've seen, but with the fact that this is extremely spicy, apparently, they did not give you basically what the freaking Dragovic over there has. But you got it. You got a nice flagon of the rum, of the spiced rum. Would you like to drink it here, or you like to carry it back to your friends? What are you doing?
I'm going to just kind of not drink it right now. Thanks. Hey, you hear anything going on lately?
Depends. There's plenty of rumors going about.
Yeah, I'm going to the next town over soon. You hear anything from there?
Next
Make
town
sure
over.
I'm-
Which way?
like over there, starts pointing. Because I, the player, am getting
What are you
blamed.
asking about?
The area where the kidnappings happened.
Okay, back toward the west then.
Yeah. I'm not actually going there. That is a lie, you see.
I heard that there's a bunch of adventurers gathering about from different places, making a full march into the Quietmarch. Other than that, not much information coming from off west.
Yeah.
Not
That's good.
recently.
Quietmarch, that one's. Heard people going there. Anything special going on?
Oh, those cloaks from over at the academy have made their way there. They've been sending out feelers for just about any adventurer they can find to make their way with their parties down there.
No shit.
Apparently they found some kind of something down there. Not entirely sure exactly what's going on, but they're all gathering up at the volcano, up at the mouth.
Oh no shit. Oh fuck, the volcano? Fuck.
Mhm.
Well?
I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but if those cloaks are involved, probably isn't someone to mess about with, no matter what kind of coin they have.
Don't mention it. Come on, anyone here, come on. Anyone going towards there? Your partner? Partner in crime?
We all just work here.
Where are the other patrons?
We're outside, where all the other people are sitting.
Who knows how to use a good tavern anymore?
It's nice outside. It's nice and cool.
Well, again,
That's
this is
hot
more
in
this
the
is more of like an eatery, like an outdoor eatery. That's why I said most of the people inside were workers.
Well, at the very least, I'll tell you that these stools are better than what I'm used to.
Now we pride ourselves on our stools. You're the best stools in the land.
They're made with
That was a
real
joke.
hardwood.
That was a joke. It's they're nice though.
And I wasn't even gonna drink, and I was probably gonna use this to bribe. I was just. Crap.
No refunds.
Fuck, I'll give you information. Feel like I do something. This motherfucker is like implying, right? That, like, out in his fucking eyes, he was looking down on me just because I'm a virgin, you know? To make fun of me. I like that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's going there rolling his fucking dice and being like, little virgin, little bitch. And it's like, fuck you, dude.
Oh, you're talking about the Dragovic out there rolling his dice.
Yeah, fuck him.
Try not to take too much from it. Not a single person around here is happy that he's off and about at the moment.
How long has he been here?
Ever since the adventurers started gathering for the Quietmarch expedition, he's been turning a lot of them away to go off and do other things.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. He's acting as sort of like a pseudo guild, pseudo adventurers guild. Seems to have a bunch of different contracts that he's just having a bunch of other adventures fulfill for him.
Huh.
Basically a walking scaly bulletin board.
Excuse me a moment. He gets up with the drink. Starts heading towards him.
Cavella, you make your way out. You find that the little guy is just slamming his flagon onto the table in front of him, like, "Hey, when's the next one coming? Come on!"
Hands over a cup. I mean, this one, little guy.
Hmm? Ah, what's this?
Iced rum.
Spiced rum. Couldn't have got something bigger?
On this fucking budget.
Ah.
Take it or not. Take it back. Fuck.
You
I'm trying to be
see,
generous here.
as you try to bring your hand back, he's holding on to it. Just because it's
That's what I
not big
thought.
doesn't mean I won't take it.
That's what I thought. Enjoy your fucking drink.
I will. And fuck you.
Fuck you too, Betty. Once I get down onto the Quietmarch, I'm gonna give him more money and I'm gonna be able to get bigger drinks than this.
Oh, hell yeah. And then you bring me something actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you got a better job for me.
I don't know, you a virgin?
Everyone hears that. Everyone starts getting up.
Well, answer.
They start breaking. They start bringing out their clubs and shit.
Go ahead, answer.
I know a couple of
Say
guys
your
who's
whole
looking. I
stuff.
know a couple of guys who's looking for one.
The people start crawling around with their bludgeoning tool.
Are you saying you looking for a virgin?
Oh
You
no, a couple of big guys.
Too incompetent to do anyone but virgins? You that kind of guy?
Hey, listen,
Break their virginity and just leave them?
listen. That ain't the point here.
That ain't the point, but why else would you ask for my Virginia?
Oh, maybe I need it.
Why do you need it, huh?
Sounds like somebody doesn't know when to quit. If you're not a virgin, just tell me.
I'm telling you shit.
Well, then I ain't got nothing for you. Come back when you got a bigger flagon of ale.
Well,
Ah,
I'll
fuck,
go to
this is
the
spicy.
I will. Go to the Quietmarch with the other adventurers. And I'm gonna get rich.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have fun?
Listen, you piece of shit.
Hmm?
So I said, I know you've been taking travelers and sending them to different quests.
I tried to.
You tried to, huh?
The quest just came in. Tried to send you out on it, but if you've been around too much, you can't do it.
You really just ask every fucking person that comes here that's about to go on a quest if they're a virgin and then you send them off?
Hey, I've asked 4 people in my life if they were a virgin.
He was acting like
3 of them tonight.
okay. Why aren't you sending people way on these quests instead of the other quest.
Ah, you're just kind of trying to figure me out.
No shit.
Well, obviously I got quests need to get done. I can't get done if they're down in the depths.
The only quest you got is the virgin one?
No, it's just the one that's the most pressing. There's kids involved. Look, I need virgins for the kids.
This is not helping.
Okay, you have a drinking problem because you said that sentence out loud without shame.
Oh yeah, keeps people at bay.
There's just so many disgusting groans off in the distance, like... They don't even care what's actually going on, they're just like, this fucking kobold needs to shut the fuck up already.
I'm just trying to figure you out, alright?
Look, if you want another quest, come back tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
Cause I'm drunk as hell and I remember one quest.
Is there something wrong with the Quietmarch? Is that our adventurers taking your quest for a reason?
Oh yeah, there's something wrong with the Quietmarch. There's always something wrong with the Quietmarch. Somebody gets a little bit too antsy, they're gonna go down there, they're gonna get sick. And the last thing I need is someone who's going as a bunch of promising adventurers going down there and getting themselves killed. Because not a single person working with those cloaks are gonna come back out of there alive if they get their malady.
Oh, what? Some Bigfoot down there has allergies and you're worried about their health?
I just told you. Those cloaks see you have a malady after they're working with you. They're not gonna let you back up onto the surface.
Hey, yeah, we know about the malady.
Well, yeah.
Is that all you're concerned about?
Do I gotta be more concerned? Adventurers being dead? Nah, I guess that's it.
I'm not getting any new information from you. I'm the worthless one here. Alright. Need new information. Alright, I saw you do, like, deals and all that. I need to feel less useless in this group, alright? Alright.
What group? What group are you talking about?
Shut up. Okay.
This is incredible.
I just need information so I can go back and I have new information so it doesn't seem like I've been watching them the whole night. Alright?
What new information do you need?
Alright. Let's see. Yes. Okay, got it. Alright.
This is good, by the way.
There's this name I've been hearing about, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know anything about this name.
Go for it.
This is a great time for out of character me to forget his name.
Are you
Keep
about to...
going.
I'm asking you, Lily, are you about to tell him the name of the prince?
Was the name specifically something we shouldn't say? I thought it
No one should hear that.
Not a single soul should know that we know that name in any context.
I mean,
at
here's the
all.
thing. Here's the thing. A lot of people know the name.
Leaks the royal secret.
Look, a lot of people know the name. It's just, you know.
It's the context of a new adventurer knowing the name, going
lot of
around
people know
place
the
to
name.
place with it. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
In that case, she's going to say the king's name.
Hadaware? Yeah, I got him. It's the king.
I know the king. I mean the kind of information a king wouldn't let out in the world that easily.
Let's see.
Sexual scandals, 1 to 3.
Gonna be honest with you. Can't think of anything that's worth this. Brings the mug out. Especially nothing that's gonna be good for you to know.
Hey. That's not gonna be the payment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with that. For information like that, what would you want? Let's start with you. What about you? What do you want?
What do I want? At the moment, ale. But as far as information on His Majesty, there's not really a lot I can give you that is, again, in any way useful or good for you to know at all.
All right. So,
Look, I can get that you don't want to feel useless around your friends or around your comrades or around your whatever's going on, but if you're having trouble, the king ain't the first thing to go and try to bark up.
what about the academy? How about that?
The cloaks?
Yeah.
I can tell you plenty about the cloaks.
All right, we're getting somewhere. I think I know just the payment.
What's that?
Looks around. So, we've come in contact with something out of this world.
Hmm?
Now, freak out. But a food literally out of this world.
A food, huh?
Can't believe.
And what is
Can't
this
believe you do-
food?
Not be deceived by the name. They call it the hot dog.
I can't fucking believe this bullshit. Who let you into this game, Louis?
What do I need to know about this hot dog?
Air fire nearby? I could show you a sample.
Hi, Valley, the hot dog peddler.
Lily. You have been offering people these hot dogs raw for the past few little bit. I gave you
This is-
one ration of these.
I
right here.
assumed they were a pack of 12. Was I wrong?
It was. I will give you that. It was confirmed that they were a pack of 12. But they were being considered as one ration. Because they're hot dogs, you see.
You've been snacking on them. I would
That is
say
true.
that if you were to use these hot dogs, I will consider this ration used.
That I can accept.
You show our friend here. Also, I think that's really funny. I just slid this thing over and it slid underneath. That's so funny. Look at that. Anyway, as you bring the hot dogs out, you show it to them. They get interested. They look you over. All right, you didn't hear this from me. If you're looking for information about the cloaks, first place that I would say you need to look for are the ones who watch the cloaks.
Got
There's been
watchers,
a-
eh?
Hmm?
Got watchers, eh?
Oh, they've always got watchers. The Templars. There's some guards, some knights. My god, and dogs, apparently, and fucking stupid dogs. Anyway. There's some guards. Make their way around that tower, tower city. Lately, big group of them have been waiting on the outside. I don't know why, but they refuse to make their way inside. Now, again, didn't hear this from me. But if you want to know more about the cloaks inside, I know a guy. One of the suits outside that place goes by the name Arnold. He's not your typical suit. He's actually got a soul. He can give you some more information on what's going on. When you get there, just tell him Ndee sent you.
Right.
That being said, I don't recommend you make your way over there. There's some strange magics happening in that place.
Strange.
I don't know much about it, but from the source that I have, one of my friends, some strange tempest to temporal magics. The last thing I know about that place, before that went all crazy like it did, there was apparently some kind of a serpent that made their way out of that thing. When you get there, you'll see it. But that tower, it goes up as far as you can see. Yet even higher than that, people swear they saw a serpent flying high above it. Talk to Arnold. See what he knows. Tell him I sent you. And if you want my advice, if you're going that far, turn back. But if you don't want my advice, do what you want at that point. You don't want to get involved in the suits and the cloaks.
Unfortunately, probably too late for that one. But did the best I can.
Alright. Well, tell those other two virgins I said the same to them.
How much do I have to pay you to make sure they never know I've been concerned about them?
The other two?
Yeah. It could be a ploy, but it'd be nice if they were legit, you know? I want to at least believe that before they stab me in the back, so...
Give me another drink the next time I see you.
And the next time...
Sounds good?
Alright. It's up.
Hey. They reach out to you. They look you straight in the eye. One last thing. Are you a virgin?
It's with you people and forcing me to say things I don't want to say.
If you're not, don't go in that forest.
I used to be proud of the fact that I was, but you're making me feel guilty about it somehow.
Oh no, it's a good thing. Sorta. It's a good thing in this context.
Good. Don't have to clarify right now, or I'm gonna get mad. And I like what we have right now of me not being mad at you.
All right. And head on out.
All right. Is there anyone that you could steal a drink from and just kind of hand to him?
Oh, at this point, most people have left after his talk of children and virgins.
Yeah, that kind of took a bit. That was kind of a
You see
lot.
you see the staff just looking over at him with absolute disgust.
Shit, everyone's gone.
Children, seriously?
I was gonna get you another drink, but I think I'll take the tab. Actually, sorry. I was gonna do something.
You make your way out. As you do, you find stepping out, walking back toward where you're going. You find that very close by, stepping out from the bridge, making their way over to you. You see what appears to be Kyle. As they look over, oh, mysterious stranger, there you are. Did you guys find anything out?
I couldn't
It's like
find much myself.
There's not a lot that I've been able to find from the actual guild around here, but other than that, I got some information, though it isn't anything, unfortunately, that's going to lead us to my brother.
Well, let's take the information to the others. They should be headed back by now.
All right. You guys make your way back toward the other two.
Just one thing before they actually head. There was one last thing she wanted to do.
Good.
There's just one thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
How did you walk all the way? You told us before it's the easiest. Is there something else about all this that you haven't told us?
You know, just about everything from what I've been doing. Honestly, when it comes to me walking the way, it's mostly just because I couldn't really get anyone to take me. Everybody's already freaking out about the other kids that have left and everything else that's been going on. I felt that if I waited there any longer, it'd be too late. That's why I ran off. That's why I came as far as I could.
You and I are similar in that way. You just gotta do it, no matter what it takes, huh?
I thank you for helping me. I really do. And for telling me to get on your carriage with you. I don't think I could have made it all the way, to be fair. I would have had to wait and soak myself in the river or something. My legs were killing me by the time I saw you. It was crazy, but
Just do us one favor. Right?
Hmm.
I'll know you, and you don't know me. This is some long con, which I don't think it is. But if it is, don't hurt them, alright? Just take what you need and leave. Not saying that that's what's happening, just... All of us need to do a lot to survive. That's all.
they look over toward the carriage. They look back to you. Well,
Let's go.
all right. As they walk with you, you guys walk back. The others are waiting with Hal. As the five of you meet back up, I think this is a grand time to stop for the night.
How dare you?
Very true. I do love sleeping.
In 4
Hey,
minutes,
sleeping.
it will be time to like the limit of what we need. Like we can't go that much further.
I
If
know.
it possibly can't do it.
I know. I'm
can't do
I'm
it.
just being funny.
Emerald,
I'm
you
being
can't.
funny.
can't do
No, you can't do it.
I do like the memes in the chat.
it.
Oh yeah, we got some good memes.
Oh, just you wait till I'm done with this one.
The last thing,
You're heading.
the last thing that we will see as everybody walks off, going back toward the carriage, we'll go back to our Dragovic friend, our little kobold buddy Ndee, as he finishes the last of his spiced rum that he was given, looks over toward the people that are watching him with disgust over at the tavern, takes a hot dog out, opens his mouth wide and throws it into the back of his throat
Yes.
before
Let's go.
flapping his legs off of the stool, walking off and flipping off the people from behind
Fuck all them kids.
as he starts making his way over toward the adventuring guild.
Ndee, what the fuck? Who are you?
I love this dude.
It makes
Why?
more sense for Ndee because he probably has fire in his belly.
How did we find
Love this
the
dude.
right person immediately to talk to about
So
this?
Like
funny.
she
I
said,
thought-
there was a Dragovic there, and he probably won't be hard to find.
It is so funny to me that I was planning to go to the tavern while you guys went to the guild, and it's like, let's go to the tavern. And it's like, oh,
Well, that's
shit,
what you
Mom's
get
just
for walking
giggling.
off without telling them where you're going.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah,
That is on
that
you.
is on me.
It's okay, Valley.
And you go immediately to the tavern.
That Cavalli
I'm-
has to acknowledge that she wants to trust.
I'm very happy that the first Dragovic you guys ever meet or see is literally a kobold.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because every
I
other
love-
time I've mentioned this, it's like, oh, that's what the half dragons are. That's what that skull was you guys found in KH.
Yeah,
That's what these large ass things. It's like, Ndee.
I love him. He's perfect. He's a perfect being.
So, Second Shadow brings up a thing. That is how I originally spelled it. Is like Ndee, like an indie game. But somebody put NDEE, and I like that better.
I
So we're
did.
doing that.
Oh, I did that. Yeah. I was like, I know it's probably not spelled this way, but legally distinct Ndee.
It was like indie, as in like an indie game.
game.
But yeah, he's Ndee
Mhm.
now. He's NDEE.
Indiana. No.
Snakes.
And I guess
really
he-
like snakes.
Can somehow prove he's never been to the Quietmarch, so people can't be like that he's a maledict at all. He's just a Dragovic.
Funny thing is, he mentioned somewhat to you guys that he has some kind of something in him that's given him some extra whatever. But like, you know, is that a malady? Is that not a malady? He's apparently
Unclear.
never been to the Quietmarch.
Also,
meant deep in
apparently
his
he knows the
soul.
witch.
Apparently he knows them. He knows the Dark Witch of Yule.
My name.
By name, which is the
They're
more
in a first
surprising
name
part.
basis.
Funny thing about him, unlike the witch, you guys got the feeling from him that you could literally probably toss him across the room.
Yeah.
He had way too much power for a little goblin that can't throw us.
You
Listen,
probably could murder this little thing without any fucking trouble at all.
listen, just because we
Oh,
feel like
there
we have the
wouldn't be a
power to.
trial.
One of
Doesn't-
the things I was going to do, by the way, I was planning to do, which didn't happen because he actually ended up being cool. But if he was an asshole, she was.
I mean, he
gonna
was an
stand-
asshole, but yeah.
Oh, no, like assholes.
Like a different kind of asshole.
Like if he tried to hurt you, I was gonna go, "You cheating son of a bitch!" Then drop down and make a huge commotion. You left me at the port.
I'll do it again too.
Let you guys escape while arguing with them.
Listen, I'm just here to say what I've been thinking.
You thought Indiana Jones?
You-
Yes, it's also because of the way he's dressed. He is definitely an Indiana Jones thing.
You say that we feel like we could do those things. Odds are we won't because he'll just roll really good on his die.
There you go.
Hold
I
on.
finally finished
Turns-
it. Here you go.
It's like, hold on. Turns around with his dice. Ha.
Quickly, DM, take this one and put it in the game. Quickly,
Ha.
quickly.
Yeah.
Oh
That is a 2. Oh god, let me
I'm
go.
so happy you drew it.
Oh god.
in our DMs.
I see it. I see it. I
Oh
see
my
it.
god.
I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Funny. Oh my god.
Smile.
Fabio, listen carefully now. Do not fuck that woman.
I love that they're just the dirt.
There we go. Put it right there. And then we'll right click it and we'll grab this. Perfect.
Perfect decoration for our carriage.
Fabio, listen carefully now. Do not fuck that woman.
Oh my god.
I love him.
We're gonna have great memes in this campaign. This is destined for greatness.
The power of
I think
artists.
the only thing that would have made this better is if behind the fence,
Just staring down.
like the one guy from what was that Tim Allen TV show?
Oh, you're talking about freaking Home Alone? Not Home Alone, Home Improvement? That one.
Yeah,
I know it was Home
the
something.
guy-
Something. My favorite one.
There is no woman in the picture. It's just
Yeah,
the
Tim
pile
Allen
of dirt.
and Homestuck. That was it.
It was a pile of dirt.
Oh,
There's
don't
no
fuck it.
actual woman.
Don't fuck it.
Maybe
Look.
that's a slime girl.
Look. Just get down there in that forest and don't fuck anything.
You people were wondering when Corruption of Champions was gonna come back?
We did it. I mean,
Welcome to the
I'm gonna be maybe. Anyway, but
As-
it is called
as we
cock.
Start going to the forest. Well, this should be easy. Oh no, the goth titty women have been set loose.
Look, I'm just saying, I thought it was really funny that earlier in the episode we just got a really kind of raunchy conversation in the fucking in the carriage, and I'm like, this is so funny for what's about to happen.
Don't you love it when the stars align?
This is such a funny thing for what's literally coming up. Very fun, very good. There was technically a chance today that you guys could have just walked past all this and been like, not our problem, and went and like got straight to the tower city. If you guys would have been like, you're right, Hall, this isn't our bag, this isn't what we need to worry about.
You don't want to fuck this.
But you know, now we have whatever this is. Very
Like,
interesting.
you involve the children. If you said teenagers instead of
I
children,
mean, they're kind of teenagers.
probably would have. Well, they are. We learned that
The
after.
words. I think it once you start like saying, I'm gonna fuck those teenagers, you're like being a lot more malicious, I think.
Look, the
It's like,
children,
don't fuck those children.
the
like,
children
that's
need
such a-
virgins.
I know what the children need.
Very funny, very funny.
I'm glad it was different quests because it's just funny to
Well,
think
don't
that
upload it again. I did it for you. I
not
fixed it
only
just
were
for
there
you.
a bunch of adventures that came down. Oh, thank you,
Did it?
Data Beam. Not only I was thinking, not only were there a bunch of quests, No, sorry. I'm glad there were a bunch of quests because the implication of a bunch of adventures going here, and he's like, "You a virgin?" Yes, I am.
I mean, he wasn't looking for virgins before Fabio and Law showed up.
Who's the fourth person then?
I wonder.
The witch?
I've only asked 4 people in my life if they were virgins, and 3 of them were
You
tonight.
didn't ask that question.
It would be very funny if it was the witch.
Who knows, man?
I'm a virgin? Yes, not interested. I want experience in my MILFs.
Also, there's the updated thing with a Kyvelli over the fence.
Yeah, there you go. Everything is as it should be.
Everything is perfect now.
Yeah, we're gonna end the recording here. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for giving the bits. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you guys for the subs. Much appreciated. We're gonna come back next week with this. I think this probably goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We probably won't have the game after that.
What do you mean? It's only on Christmas Day. What? No way.
We probably
Only like a
won't have
couple.
that.
Only a couple people celebrate Christmas, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like a very it's just Christians, right? It's basically no one.
It's fine.
It's just a pagan holiday.
It's fine. We'll
Sad
we'll
that
make up for it the next day. We'll make up for it on Thursday. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Half
but
joking.
that's Boxing
You might be able to.
Day.
It's up to you guys.
Boxing Day is a
Oh, shit.
tradition.
Half joking. Half serious. Who knows? Anyway,
Have serious? Have you slash serious or you has slash JK?
You
What's-
have to understand, us Canadians have Boxing Day. That is an important day for us to spend all the gift cards we were given.
humble bragging about your gift cards. So
Damn.
I don't get gift cards no more.
we are gonna end things there. Hope everybody has a good time. Hopefully we will finish whatever this is next time so that we don't have to worry about potentially holding off a week. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see how things go. And we go. Are you a virgin? Put it in the chat. Until next time.
You don't have
If
to.
you- if
Later
you're in
days.
the YouTube comments right
Bye-bye.
now. Put hashtag virgin life.
Could you join the crew on their quest? Are you? Goodbye.